Welcome back to Gills Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. How everybody feeling today? All black? Somber? You good?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's just one game. Hey.
Back outside, we all black.
Good game, baby.
Okay. Presidential tent. But this is Gills Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. I'm merely a host, Josiah Johnson, representing Tough Crowd and the Card Carrying Country Club member. We got Mr. B, Brandon Jennings. Okay, dressed to impress. We got one of the biggest legends in the sports media game, Skip Bayless, back in the building. Representing for Vandy. Feeling dandy? Okay.
Feeling dandy.
Got to coordinate.
Well,
coordination.
Appreciate that.
On this side of the couch, we got the distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff, former #1 pick, Kenyon Martin. Back here with us. And
what's happening, man?
Representing the Spurs today, the man they call Cemetery Larry, NCAA champion of the world, Dr. Rashad McCants, PhD.
That was easy. That was easy.
Finish him.
That's a lot of sound effects.
The whole cheat code.
A lot. Shout out to our production team.
Need all my theatrics.
We're staying ready. Well, we got a lot to get into. Here's what's cracking in Gills Arena today. Wemby proved he was built for the moment, guiding the Spurs to a Game 3 win over the Knicks. Is San Antonio still cooked or cooking? Trump became the first sitting president to attend an NBA Finals game, but did his presence kill the energy inside and outside of Madison Square Garden? Got booed? Apparently, we have the audio. You be the judge for yourself. And LeBron is set to be a free agent for the first time since 2018. Should the King take his talent to the Bay to team up with the Chef? But before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's available in most states, including Texas, California, and Florida. New customers get $50 in bonus entries when they play just $5. To get started, just use code GIL when you sign up, and it'll load instantly. Underdog, make picks, win money with code GIL. And if you can't watch this show live with us on YouTube, we got audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast from. So let's get right to it. Knicks did the unthinkable in the first two games of the NBA Finals in San Antonio, stealing Game 1 by overcoming a 14-point deficit in the second half to get a 10-point victory and holding on to win Game 2 after blowing a 14-point fourth quarter lead. Cat led the Knicks with his second straight double-double, finishing with 21 and 13 boards, while Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges both put up 20. Wemby had 29 points and 9 boards, 4 blocks, and 4 turnovers, the last of which ended up costing his squad the game. Wemby did have a chance for redemption to even the series, but missed a go-ahead 20-footer in the final moments as the Knicks got their 13th straight win, which is the second longest playoff winning streak in NBA history. New York, the third team in finals history to win the first two games on the road. Previous to, the 93 Bulls and 95 Rockets both went on to win the chip. Only 5 teams in finals history have come back from down 2-0 to win the championship, but no team has lost the first 2 finals games at home and gone on to win the series. Wemby was asked about being down 2-0 Sunday, had this response.
I think the key is acceptance a lot of times, and taking a step back, realizing the journey that's behind us and what's ahead of us, and just being okay with who I am, where I am, what I'm doing. I think at the end of the day, this is everything that I wish for, so there's no reason to really overthink it, this is what I'm built for.
Well, shout out to Wemby for getting the appropriate lineup for the finals. Game 3 brought much hype and anticipation, with record-breaking ticket prices and Trump becoming the first sitting president to attend an NBA Finals game. But Wemby proved he was built for the moment, delivering his best game of the finals so far to keep the squad in the series. Let's take a look at the highlights if we can, please.
They have got to be better down here.
So Spurs struck first yet again, jumping out to a 7-point lead. San Antonio made 9 of their first 11 shot attempts. Wemby had 9 points in the quarter, with all 4 of his field goals coming inside of the paint. They were doing their thing, ready to go in the Garden. Festive crowd, a lot of celebrities in the building. San Antonio led by 11 after the first frame, shooting 58% from the field, 57% from distance. Spurs have held double-digit lead in each of the first quarters in this series, but Knicks responded in the second quarter, going on a 15-4 run early to cut the deficit to 2. stayed within striking distance. OG Anunoby, Jalen Brunson combined for 21 points in the period. The Knicks captain hitting a three, a little over 4 minutes remaining to give his squad their first lead of the game. They bounce back. OG, corner three has been very successful for the Knicks in this series. Knicks outscored the Spurs 42-24 in the second frame, ended the half with a 10-1 run. Took a 7-point lead into the half, thanks in large part to plays like that from OG Anunoby. Brunson hitting the three and Wemby's grill. Second half a little bit different. Julian Champagnie scored 6 straight points to open up the third quarter, cut the deficit to 1. Both sides traded buckets throughout the period to keep the game close. Spurs went on to take a 1-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. Jalen Brunson led the Knicks with 32 points on 11 of 25 shooting, along with 5 boards, 5 dimes, and a game-high 5 turnovers. OG Anunoby added 28 points on 9 of 13 shooting. Josh Hart had 16, 9, and 5 dimes, while Cat had 11 points and 8 boards on 4 of 10 shooting. Mikal Bridges battled foul trouble, had his worst game of the series with 2 points on 1 of 5 shooting. Jordan Clarkson, 10 points off the bench after getting the DNP in game 2. Wemby, on the other hand, best game of the finals, 32 points, 11 of 18 shooting at 8 boards, 6 assists, 3 blocks. Second youngest player with 35 and 5 in the NBA Finals game behind Magic. Stephon Castle added 23, 5, and 5. Wemby and Castle, first pair of teammates aged 22 or younger, each scored 20-plus points in the same finals game. This one came down to the wire. Spurs had a 7-point lead. Knicks tried to come back, but you saw De'Aaron Fox hit that clutch bucket, put San Antonio up 5. OG responded with the 3, but Stephon Castle got it done at the free throw line, knocking down a pair of clutch free throws to put the game out. Respond nicely in game 3. Make it 2-1 now. Spurs snapped the Knicks' 13-game winning streak, handing New York their first loss in the past 46 days, while also snapping a 6-game losing streak in Madison Square Garden. Road team has now won all 3 games in this series. Here was a reaction from both sides after the game.
Do you feel like your team came together tonight in the face of a rockin' MSG crowd?
Yes. At home, it really feels like playing 6 against 5. And here it feels like playing 5 against 6. I agree with Luke. It really shows what teams are made of.
I think win or lose as a team, our mindset is always getting better the next day. And so we've done our best to try and learn from wins over the past couple of weeks. But now we have to learn from a loss. But I think the most important thing is that we were going to learn regardless, because we knew there were things that we were going to have to improve on going into next game. So mindset stays the same.
It seems as though you may be New York's newest villain. Is that kind of the ultimate compliment?
I guess I'm nowhere near Trae Young level, though.
Nowhere near Trae Young level. Knicks went 7 for 27 from the field in the fourth quarter, missing their first 10 threes in the period, finishing 2 for 14. Brunson, OG, and Anunoby combined for 18 points on 6 of 11 shooting in the final frame. Rest of the Knicks went 1 of 16, 0 for 10 from distance. Spurs were not much better. They shot 6 for 21 in the fourth, but were a perfect 10 for 10 from the line. Shot 24 free throws in the second half to the Knicks' 8. San Antonio scored 21 points off the Knicks' 13 turnovers, were plus 14 in points off turnovers. Mr. B, we will start with you, dressed in all black. Biggest takeaways from the Spurs' Game 3 win over the Knicks in Madison Square Garden?
Biggest takeaways for me, Wemby setting the tone from the jump. His first couple buckets were in the paint, which were dunks, and that's how you quiet down the crowd. I understand that certain people was at the game, but you know, at the end of the day, this is a basketball game. This is what you get paid to do. This is the biggest stage. God could have been in there. Just find him a seat and let him watch the game, and you know, we still got to go out there and play. So I'm not going to use that as a distraction. I think the Knicks played terrible. They went away from from the offensive cat. They were in, with 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, they were already in foul trouble, so you can't win that way. Ever since, all year with the Spurs. When their back's against the wall and there's pressures on them, they always show up, and that's what they do best. So shout out to Castle, shout out to D. Fox for hitting big buckets in the fourth quarter for them Some of those they missed in game 1 and game 2. So this is still a 50-50 series. When you look at it, I know they're down 2-1, but they've been their back's been put against the wall all year, and they've proven it. So, the pressure's back on the Knicks right now to try to figure things out. So, shout out to those young boys, man.
Spurs had not lost 3 straight games all season. That streak continues with that Game 3 win. Kenyon, let's shift over to you. What were your biggest takeaways? Spurs coming into Madison Square Garden, all the hype, all the anticipation. Leader of the free world in the building, getting the dub over the Knicks.
My takeaways are how resilient this young Spurs team came out in Game 3. Backs against the wall, everything not in their favor, losing the first 2 games at home, coming into a difficult environment in Madison Square Garden, a lot of hoopla, a lot of things that, to B's point, that don't have to do with basketball, a lot of distractions that could have easily crept into a young locker room. Shout out to Miss Johnson for keeping those guys focused. Brandon's point, Wemby came out and set the tone. Stephon Castle came out and set the tone, attacking the rim early. They defended well. They held Cat down. So that young Spurs team showed me a lot of moxie going into that environment with their season pretty much on the line, right? Going down 3 games to nothing, we know what that leads to. So with their season pretty much on the line, to come out and hit the Knicks in the mouth says a lot about their makeup, says a lot about their mentality, says a lot about their coaching, and what the rest of this series is going to look like, however long it goes. They're going to fight, they're going to compete, and that goes a long way. Each game, like I said before, the adjustments have to be made, good, and the things that you did well, you want to look at those things. Things that you didn't do so well, you want to look at those as well. And just continue to go back to the drawing board for the next game. And there's no more important game than the next one, right? I expect them to come out even more focused in Game 4. But they did what they had to do in Game 3, man. Shout out to the Spurs. The Knicks, I think, got caught up in everything that was going on. We're going back home. We're going to be comfortable. This is a young team. They won't be ready to play. And they proved that false. So the Knicks they haven't lost in a while. To Jalen Brunson's point, they've learned things from wins over the last month. So now they get to learn something from a loss. So let's see what they learned. But that young, resilient Spurs team showed me a lot.
So Knicks, 13 straight wins into this game, hadn't lost in 45 days, heading into this matchup. Finally took the L. Well, let's shift over to you, Skip. Your former team, the San Antonio Spurs, tricked off 2 games at home. Wemby jumper away from potentially going 1-1 back to Madison Square Garden. That did not happen. What do you think about the Spurs waltzing into Madison Square Garden, getting the dub over the Knicks?
I'm anxious to hear what the newbie Spurs fan has to say across from me.
Larry.
Yeah, cemetery over there.
We play.
He's having a day today, but I still got the Knicks in 6. I still got the Knicks winning Game 4. And yet, I'm going to give cemetery this, and I think we've all been calling for this. I actually saw Victor Wembanyama last night play to 7'6" tall. He actually woke up and realized, wait, I'm 7'6"? Maybe I should play center for one night. And he did. And I was impressed, as these gentlemen pointed out beautifully, from jump, he decided he was going to play in this thing called paint. And he did. And he made 8 buckets in the restricted area. And I was impressed because, you know what? Nobody can stop him in the restricted area. If he gets 2 hands or 1 hand on the basketball, it is going down easily because he can dunk flat-footed. So he did that. He took 6 threes instead of 9 or 12 threes, and he made a couple of them, and they were impressive. And he made 1 nice jump shot from about 22 feet of mid-range, but 8 other buckets in the paint, which also allowed him to get to the free throw line and make more free throws than anybody else in the game made, 8 out of 9. he is an extraordinarily good 7'6" free throw shooter. Now to the Knicks. So I do have a lot of friends who are Knicks fans, starting with Stephen A. Smith. Keep close touch with all of the above. My wife, born and raised in New York City, lifelong Knicks fan. And all I heard from everybody I know Knicks related over the last 48 hours was this. That's all my wife did for 48 hours. Every time I saw her in the house, she's giving me this.
Damn.
We got this.
Every time?
Every time.
But not actually clean.
But not actually clean.
But not actually clean.
It was the first time she actually cleaned, right? No, that's not true. She doesn't.
I know.
All right.
Yeah.
But I do believe that building, and you two played in that building, know it well, but I believe it was the most electric it has ever been in its lengthy history at tip-off last night. And I believe the pressure and expectation that all those celebrities and those two ringmasters sitting front and center, Eli and Derek Jeter, exerted on the home team was suffocating, because the home team has never felt that kind of pressure in that building at a moment like that. And it came out, and it was immediately turned into a bunch of basketball basket cases to me, because if you look back at those first three possessions, Jalen Brunson comes down and misses badly. He's been missing way too many shots. I'll get to that in 1 second. But then here comes Mikal Bridges, and he just throws it in the third row. I don't know who he's throwing it to, but you can't do that. The pressure and expectation wasn't just for the Knicks to win Game 3. It was for the Knicks to sweep the San Antonio Spurs and the Alien. It was their time, their moment, and here we go. And there's no way the Knicks were going to be able to live up to that crowd at that moment. Next possession, third possession, they come down, and Josh Hart just throws it away. And I'm like, what are you guys doing, man? What are you doing? You got to have some poise. You got to live up to what the crowd, they're trying to will you, and instead they're suffocating you. And the New York Knicks immediately took the greatest crowd they've ever had in that building right out of the game. And I start looking up at the scores early on. What do we go? I wrote down all these scores. All of a sudden it's 14-5 and 19-9 and 33-21. And I'm saying, come on, stop it. And they right the ship in the second quarter, and they shake it off, and they say, who are we? We got to do this. And they blow the Spurs off the floor in the second quarter, and it's 42-24.
Did you say who are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who are we?
Okay.
We're this team. And then halftime happened. And if they could have just kept playing or stopped playing at that point, they would have been just fine. But no, they had to go sit down at halftime and think, damn, wait, we have to go do this again?
Yeah.
And again? We got 2 more quarters. We got to do that again and again. And to Brandon's point, they played sorry basketball. The whole second half was just sorry to me. It was like unwatchable. And then the fourth quarter comes, and by the way, in the third quarter, the Spurs immediately go on a run, a 22-12 run, and Wemby hit a 30-foot three, and that was it. That was ball game, because they never led after that, the home team. And in the fourth quarter, they missed their first 10 three-point shots. You're going to lose. I mean, you just, come on, man. They're 7 of 27 in the fourth quarter, and I know they hit the 2 late desperations, and it made it look a little better than it was, but man, when it mattered, Stephon Castle just stepped up, and that three he made, that was the dagger to me. And he's been he shot 33% during the regular season from 3, so he's not a very good 3-point shooter.
And they dared him to shoot.
They dared him, and he made it.
Josh Hart was making that shit too.
He was. He had a good night for him, and yet Stephon Castle not only ripped that one, but he stepped up to the free throw line like a man. And those were as clean as you can make 2 free throws. There's no rattling around. They were rip, and just ripped the heart right out of that crowd. So in the end, I still believe in the Knicks. Congratulations to you for the day and the night.
Appreciate it.
You played harder, you played smarter, and you played more great desperate in that game. That's what you did. Great desperate. So enjoy your day.
I appreciate it, man.
Oscar speech. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a glorious day. I guess I want to just start with how both teams came in, and we can say it looked kind of sloppy. The game kind of looked like it was going to be a sloppy game. Game 3, very desperate game for both sides because, you know, as I alluded to before, was going down 2-0. It's important for the Knicks to get the third game. They can't afford to allow them to come back, get any momentum. And the way you lose a game 3 to tell if it's going to be a game 7 or not is based on you coming in and dominating the game, majority of the game. And I think that the Knicks hung in there. First half was good, but I think once the Spurs got the lead, they starting to show that they can play with the lead. And that's important for a team like this. And I like the fact that they could go out there and protect the lead on the road and understand that the ref's not going to take them out of the game. And Victor showed poise. I think De'Aaron Fox stepped up and did exactly what he needed to do at the end of the game. He was supposed to go in and close it. And I think the duration of the game, holding Cat under control, not allowing him to be the passer and the facilitator that gets them going, allowing Jalen Brunson to do his thing but still keep him under control without fouling. OG stepped up big, but I feel like when OG steps up big, you know who shrinks? Mikal Bridges.
2 points.
He shrinks. When OG has a good game, he seems to not be the one that steps up to take them over the top. And for me personally, I think that the Spurs losing game 2 by 1 point, the way they lost it shows that they should be up 2-1 right now with an opportunity to take another one in the next game, because I don't see New York being the dominant team between the two. I think it's them coming in and stealing this game shows it's like, all right, we can go do this again. They didn't show us that we couldn't take this game from them. And you could say that New York played bad, but I always say it's a game of runs and a game of adjustments. So if you're not adjusting in real time, it's like, all right, Mike Brown, you're going to pay for this non-adjustment. So the guys that came in, he adjusted with, didn't really play well. But I think the Spurs got a little bit of momentum right now as far as understanding what to do next.
So was that a steal or a win?
It was a win.
Think so?
It was a win.
I think it was a steal.
I don't think it was a steal. They outplayed them. Like I think game 2 in San Antonio, the Knicks stole that.
They stole that one.
The Spurs won that. The Spurs
game
won.
1, too.
Yeah, but I'm saying they stole them. The Knicks, I mean, the Spurs went there and won that game. They outplayed them.
Yeah.
They hit them in their mouth. They forced just the way they defended Cat, right? So Cat, you can't allow Devin Vassell to guard you.
They went small on him.
And to push you off your spot consistently and make you catch the ball in areas where you got to dribble against them small guys.
Instead of
that
turn
can't
and go.
happen, right? They forced the old style of Knicks to rear their ugly head where Jalen Brunson has to do it all. They made him bring it up. They made him take, I wonder how many dribbles he actually had in that game yesterday. It has to be.
Couple possessions, he didn't pass it.
Yeah, it has to be over 250, damn near 300 dribbles. It has to be. They forced them to play that way. And we all know the way that looks for the Knicks. That has been their demise as of late, when Jalen has to do all of that. Let's see what Mike Brown does. And it's on Cat, too. Like you said, you can't allow those smalls to guard you. But let's see what adjustments Mike Brown makes.
May I say, to your point, Karl Anthony Towns had 1 assist last night. Remember the narrative? The offense is going to run through. We figured it out. Now it's going to run through him. Really?
It still can't, but the way they defended him,
what
he
happened was
conceded.
they went back to the ISO, that old Knicks style.
No, but
That's
it
what
was on
happened.
Cat. No, it was on Cat.
It was on Cat, but they
It
backed
was all
off
on him. They running plays and trying to get him
He
catches.
didn't want to shoot.
But they trying to get him a catch. And where they pushing him off his spot where they can't run their play that they're calling, they can't run their play because he letting them dudes be aggressive with him and him not hold his ground and looking at the refs trying to
get the little foul.
No, get them little dudes off of you, right?
He was
If you got to take one, but to make it obvious that how they trying to play him.
I mean, I mean, they really should be up 3-0 if we're being honest with the Spurs. I mean, if we go back to game 1, they're down by 1 with 2 minutes to go. Game 2, they lose at a 10-second shot, 10 seconds left. Game 3, 30 seconds to go. It's a 3-point game. So, I mean, if we're really looking at it, that's why I said it's a 50-50 because they literally could be up 3-1. Yeah. I mean, they're down 2-1 and they still have the momentum more than anything. Like you would think it's the other way around, but after that game last night, it just really showed like
it's gonna be tough.
Game 1 and game 2 was kind of look like a little.
It's gonna be tough to win game 4. Though.
No, it's not.
For who, the Spurs?
I think it's gonna be.
It is
easier now,
but it
I'm saying,
can happen.
It's impossible. It's gonna be really tough. I really expect. I think the Knicks, to Skip's point, I think the pressure of that game in that building because they haven't had a finals game since '99 there. I think they succumb to that pressure. I think they got that out the way. I believe they will play much better as a team in game 4. Not saying they go win, but
I hope so.
It's going to be a much different look for them in game 4, I believe.
But you
Spurs
showing
can play
me,
well.
You showing me this though. What you just said is that they showed what they do with pressure at its highest.
Yeah, I think that
they
game
shrunk.
Yeah, I think just all the bullshit. That was
so think about us on this side, and the biggest moment for you to close. This is not a closeout game, but damn near.
Yes, it is.
It's a deflating
it is.
punch to the chest. It's over for us.
It is.
Man,
we know
it is a closeout game.
So think about this. That pressure you shrink. Why would we feel any kind of anxiety coming back in here again? Knowing you gave this to us, well, I ain't gonna say because you said we won it.
Yeah, they won that game.
But think about that. If y'all had to steal 2 in San Antonio for us to be talking about not being 3-0 right now, you had to steal them. And like you said, we'll give away 1,
Yeah, I think they
but
stole
game 2 was stolen based on Wemby. Still could have put that shit away.
Yeah.
Still could have did his thing.
Still had a chance to win.
Still had a chance to win. And I think Wemby had a terrible first game, but the jitters of being there and all the emotions from prior to needed to settle in. But that first one was still iffy. So now we're like, okay, going into game 4.
Yeah,
as a team, if I'm San Antonio, I'm not looking like we can't go do this and take this back and let's extend this series so we can feel comfortable with the balanced playing field. And I think that's a lot better knowing, like you said, it ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be tough to get this 4th one.
It's gonna be
very, very tough.
tired.
But what have we seen this series that make us as Hoopers say it's gonna be hard for you to adjust to what they're doing out there?
Yeah,
We've seen 2 different
They're
adjustments.
just getting your shit right now.
And I don't think New York played bad more than they adjusted to putting a smaller on Cat and saying, listen, we're going to make him.
And then let Wemby roam on the back
Let him roam, and we got the black.
Which was helpful. I mean,
They
it
took him off, Cat.
It took him off.
It was smart. It was smart coaching.
Cat was going to kill him.
Yeah, but like I said, if they do that, Karl Anthony Towns, you can't allow Small to guard you. Like, you got to duck in hard. You got to with force. Whether you got to run him over one time. Like, I'm just thinking of, like, when they try to put that Small on you, have to. But to the Spurs' credit, right? They went on the road in the last series and in a tough environment, right? And got games.
They did.
And when people didn't give them a chance in that environment. So they're battle tested.
Yeah.
They're ready for the moment, I believe.
Yep.
But it's just like that. I do believe that the moment was them young Spurs, they just didn't know no better in game 3. We felt, listen, we know we down 2 games, we going to hoop. Damn what all going on, the president there, Jay-Z there, they didn't care, right? And they went out and displayed it. I think that moment got to the Knicks, right? Just to Skip's point, that pressure of that.
So that's a big question mark then, because I
just think it's just.
So what's gonna happen in Game 5?
Yeah.
I mean, the
And
pressure.
who would step up?
I'm thinking it's just that one game. They hadn't lost in it's to win 13 straight games in the playoffs.
April 23rd was the last loss.
Listen, dog. More teams would do it if it was easy, right? There's been some dominant teams, even they've lost in the playoffs, right? They were bound to lose. It just so happened this moment and everything that was going on at that particular time yesterday. It all came together.
I can't do that.
I think it was a great recipe.
I can't.
I think it was, but the Spurs took the. But I'm saying I'm not taking anything away from what the Spurs did.
Because it's New York.
Right?
I can't roll with it because it's New York.
But they ain't
and
been
we
there forever.
we used to New York. It ain't been rocking like this before.
Yeah.
But it's always rocking.
Yeah,
it's New York. Man, it's
Was it
Brunson.
the real New York though?
So what's gonna happen in Game 5?
Man, who gonna
what's
show
gonna
up?
happen? What's gonna happen in Game 6 or Game? Like,
But was it the
Game
real
five
New
back in San Antonio.
Oh, San
But Game 4,
Game 6,
was this the real New York though? You talking about
It
ticket
won't
prices
be that
$4 or
way.
$5 to get in the door?
Yeah, that shit.
No.
it's
We
too
say the real New York.
It didn't
we're
feel
just
like
saying
I'm just saying it
the
felt
more
like
elite
Just-
New York. It's
but
the
it
more
felt like
elite.
the elite pushed out the real New
So you
York
got a hungry team.
and tried to
listen,
take the moment.
So you got a hungry team coming there that's down 2 games, right? Knowing they need a win, all the bullshit that's going in there. A really good Spurs team, right? They're in the finals for a reason. All that with them dudes playing, the Spurs playing the way they are, and all the bullshit going on. They got punched in the mouth. The Knicks got punched in the mouth. It was a lot going on in the building. Rhythm throwing off, security shit. It was just.
Yep.
And like I said, the Spurs did what they wanted to do in that game. They came out and played aggressive from the tip, right? And they earned that win. They went in there and they fucking hit the Knicks in their mouth. So
They did.
I'm not taking anything off their plate, but the Knicks succumbed to everything what the Spurs had going on the floor. It's just a recipe for them to get outplayed.
Scouting report, right? Silence the noise.
Yeah.
Just like respond to the run. When they make the run, you need to respond. Drown out the noise.
Yes.
You can't drown out the noise. You're gonna get sucked up in that all that energy that's whirling in there with all the celebrities and they talking to you and all that. But I look at executing the scouting report from a different perspective would be understanding that they are not bigger than the moment either. They're not bigger than this moment. Jalen Brunson's not bigger than this moment. He could miss that shot. It's all primed and set for everyone to succeed in this high pressure moment. Yet the young team that Mitch Johnson had them understand that executing the game plan is most important than anything. Than freestyling, pushing it ahead, Fox and y'all just go quick shot. Calm down. This is time where we now need to prove that we can be here in the moment and thrive in it.
And take care of the basketball.
De'Aaron
Which
Fox,
they did.
give him the ball, let him do his thing, crunch time, right? Big time shots. But this is the same type of shot Jalen Brunson hit the game before when he closed it out. So you look at them putting it in Fox's hands, it's good for the San Antonio Spurs. But my thing is Mike Brown, understanding what to do in those defensive moments, those matchup moments. And
Shit, he had his best defender on it.
I'm just talking about offensively, how you guys got to get the ball back and you got to score, and you're going to play hero ball to get the 3, or you're going to play
a lot of rush threes.
Yeah, a lot of bad
possession.
You got Landry Shamet going like 1 for 7, 1 for 8 for 3 guys that traditionally knock those shots down.
Foul trouble when they was in foul trouble 9 minutes.
No, yeah, let's talk about that, right? Yeah, let's talk that shit right there, right? Me and B was sitting there, we was watching like they was in the penalty with damn near 9 minutes to go in the quarter, man. Like that
fourth quarter.
That was
your aggressiveness is done.
That's a killer.
And you used all your
but they were successful though, the challenges.
Yeah. But you used them all.
They needed them.
So after that, you could have used them down the line on certain fouls and
the Wemby 4-point play that gets taken away. I mean, it was
the challenges they used, he needed. They were successful. Used them in the fourth quarter. Both of them were successful, but them not being able to play defense fully because they're in foul trouble definitely hampered them. And still was a very winnable game. They were down 3, right?
they had to fight.
114, 111. They were still, they had a chance, but with all that going on. But we have a series now. But
So let me say this about Jalen Brunson. He obviously has a huge heart. Great player, great guts. He came close last night in the fourth quarter to willing that team across the finish line. But to your point, he's getting worse and worse at dribbling the air out of the basketball against the Spurs. Not in the previous rounds, because he did manage in the previous rounds, even during the regular season, to keep his shot attempts down to where they could play winning 5-man offense basketball. And he's averaging 40% usage rate in these first 3 games. It's way too high because it's just this, just dribbling until it's just hard to watch because Stephon Castle is hard to get by. He is really, really difficult. He was hard on SGA in the previous. He wears you down and finally wears you out mentally and physically over 48 minutes because you're having a hard time just getting across half court against him. So then you say, oh, I'll figure it out. I'll do this. They come pick, and he's still dribbling, and then he's going to shoot it.
Yeah.
And look at, here's what Jalen Brunson during the regular season averaged, making 9 out of 20 shots. That was his whole regular season, 9 out of 20. Then against Atlanta, he made 10 of 21, about the same ballpark. Philly, 10 of 20 was his average of makes and attempts, 10 of 20. And then against Cleveland, 10 of 20. So he stayed right on par. Guess what he is through 3 games? He's 10 of 27 attempts a game.
Damn.
So it's gone completely. Scott, he's missing 17 shots a game.
37% from the
It's a
field most
lot
of
of
the game.
shots, man. If you're going to miss 17 a game, you remember that you didn't do that even in high school. You're not going to you're going to take that many, but you're going to make closer to 50% of your shots, and it's killing their flow. They don't have much flow. And Mikal Bridges, they actually weirdly go as he goes. And if you look at his numbers in their wins in the postseason, he's 16, 4, and 8. I'm sorry, 4 and 3. And then in the losses, he's 4, 2, and 2. So if he doesn't contribute, they have a hard time. And last night, he wasn't part of the offense because Jalen Brunson is doing this, and then he just disappears.
I'm trying to figure out which one is better, with him off the floor or with him on the floor.
Bridges?
Brunson.
Oh, Brunson.
Brunson's off the floor. Cat's playing
Right,
the primary.
the primary guy.
He's
Right.
the primary guy.
Right.
They do have a lot more
Well, they
fluidity.
had surges with Alvarado.
They have
last
surges.
night.
But they start
Yeah.
the game with Cat.
but they don't
Yeah.
have that down 6 seconds coming down on the shot clock.
I
I need
understand.
to get my shot from a player that's going to give us a good shot.
But it's hard
They
to
take
tell.
it out of Cat hand,
Yeah.
like he said.
They're taking
What's
it
his
out of
name?
Cat's hand.
Like he said,
Yes,
what's
for
name got
sure.
the ball so much. Remember, they were winning. Cat was averaging 6, 8, 7 assists.
He was.
Start the offense with him.
Yeah.
And let everybody get some
But it's
touches.
hard for a great player, and he is a great player. The mentality is, I'm going to do this for New York. I got this because I'm the driving force of this team, literally.
Yeah.
And it's hard for him to sit back and say, I got to do less on offense, right? I got to get rid of the ball quicker on offense, and it'll still come back to me enough that I can get my shots and my points. But it's hard. It's almost like the old Jordan thing with you got to get the other four somewhat involved, or you can't beat a good team.
Well, that's why the triangle game.
Yeah,
That's right.
The triangle, and it's a part of being a good player is knowing when to get the other guys involved and when to break the offense. So if your Cat Brunson's out, the one thing we know as San Antonio is they got one outlet. So if we compress Karl Anthony Towns for this outlet, they're forced to go to OG. They're forced to go to McBride and Shamet to be primary shot makers and shot takers. So when Brunson's out and I'm watching, I'm just like, man, they look like they're struggling, but they're not. They actually execute, get a shot off, but it's not the high efficiency, high percentage shot that Brunson takes where he knows he gets to his spot. So they look kind of off kilter when he's off the floor. Then you take Cat off the floor, you put Mitchell Robinson in. Now you got more of a defensive dominant. It's McBride, Shaman, maybe Clarkson, OG, and Mitchell Robinson. Now that's not a lot of offense on the floor.
No.
So if you got Wemby on the floor with that lineup, we benefit because you're not going to come down and kill us offensively. But if we switch that up and we bring in Castle, Vassell, Johnson, and Harper, and then you bring in Brunson and Cat, now it's a whole different game, but we still up. Our athleticism, our youth, all of those things contribute to us. That's why I don't think New York is going to give much of a pushback on this next game, because they figured out that this is all you guys got. You guys stole 2 at our home based on us not being ready for the moment. And now that we know what the moment is, we get back to basics. I think they back to basics at this point.
I think they're just calm now. Well, I'm just going in game 4, just like what's name? They said Wemby with the. I'm chilling just like that now at this point. Because listen, we saw how big it can get. It can't get no bigger than this. I don't care who y'all bring in here now.
Fact.
So if it's gonna get this big and that, so now it don't even matter who you bring in here now.
But I don't think that mattered to the Spurs at all. Like that didn't register on their radar on who was gonna be there and what was gonna be happening. They knew they needed a game. They knew how they needed to go in there and play. They willed that game. They went there and hit the Knicks in the mouth. So I don't think that's even.
No, I'm talking about for the Knicks. The Knicks it is. I mean, for the
gonna matter in game 4.
You getting your real crowd back, I feel like, though.
Yeah.
Do you get
all
the
the
real crowd?
bullshit over. Yeah, all the bullshit over.
It was a lot.
Because
You think so?
Yeah, all the bullshit over.
No, it ain't.
Yeah.
It ain't. We still got games.
It's most celebrities in line and didn't even get to get
but
it
you got
to that game.
security perimeter about Madison.
They just ain't got to wait as long. That's all.
Security
Yeah, it's a
perimeter
little
around
bit
Madison
eased up a
Square
little
Garden.
bit.
You got the real fans getting pushed to Central Park, getting pushed to Brooklyn. Y'all can't even be over here right
That's
now.
crazy.
Yeah.
You can't bring a bag up in here.
No, the pressure.
Did you see the streets leading up to when? Like, come on, man! Right before the game, the streets was dead leading up to. Like it's
They're locked down.
Yeah, locked down. People couldn't get in a certain vicinity of the arena.
The Knicks
man.
have to win game 4, though.
It's just too much.
So-
It's both teams. It's a must win for
It's
both
a must
teams.
win for sure.
I mean, no, it's
Because you can't go down 3-1. You can't go down 3-1 if you the Spurs and the Knicks. You can't allow them to come in on your home floor and get both games.
2-2. But it's not a panic for the Knicks, I don't think. I think it goes
it's
back
definitely
to,
not a panic.
all right,
But
now we both can recalibrate
Yeah, if
and
it's
come
2-2
back to
going back
this
to San
2-2.
Antonio, then not the worst thing, but
Right.
they don't want that.
No.
Trust me.
They sent
You
the
don't want to
push.
give that team momentum going back home for game 3 and being able to possibly go down 3-2. Like, yeah, so it's a must. I feel it's a must win for both teams.
Game 7
Right.
in San Antonio.
Yeah, it's a must win. It's a must win for both teams.
Still a young squad, but Skip, back to what you were saying about Brunson shooting 37% from the field in the series, but really I think it's a first 3 quarters issue because in the fourth quarter, averaging 11
been
points
really
per game,
good. True.
48, 40, 85
Got to do
split.
too much the first 3.
But, I think, but now you run the risk now if I don't deliver in the fourth.
What's the fourth percentage? 48?
48 from the field, 40 from 3, and then 86 from the free throw line.
48. Okay.
48, 40, 86.
I would rather that be 50. Because it's the fourth quarter, it needs to be higher than
Yeah, but those first 3,
yeah.
48 from 3?
no, 48 from the field.
From the field, and 40 from 3.
Yeah.
Shit, that's for him, that's great.
No, just
The volume
just
shooter.
for it being in the fourth quarter, like all 4.
I hear you, but
I need because
volume
that
shooter, bro.
efficiency for the fourth quarter, and you're taking all the shots.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
did.
You got to give us 55, 60% because we're depending on you to get all the
I hear
shots.
you, but that's a tall ask for a jump shooter.
I mean, that's
Tall ask
what happened last night.
So
I mean,
for a 6'1" jump shooter, that's a tall
and he hit the
ask.
1-3 in the
Yeah,
fourth.
but him and OG holding it down.
Holding it
Second
down.
quarter, I think 21 points combined. Fourth quarter, 18 combined, 6 of 11 shooting. The rest of the team, 1 of 16.
That's OG and Jalen showed
They
up.
showed
0 for
up.
10 from 3. I'm just saying, like,
Mikal Bridges got in foul trouble early. Man, he had 2 quick fouls. He messed up his rhythm. He never got the chance to get in the rhythm. Jordan Clarkson came off the bench and played well.
He did.
McBride didn't give him anything. That badass shot he took on the wing.
Yeah.
Like, I told him, get him the hell out of the game, man. Like, that 3 possessions in a row. He took one. Jalen Brunson took one. Cat took a 37-footer from the left wing. Like,
What are we supposed to be looking for in Alvarado?
energy.
Just energy. Just come in there.
He took the bad one.
Heart of New York.
Yeah, he
It
took the
was
bad one.
Alvarado,
He should be
McBride,
to the
and
lane
Cat.
every time. And
3 possessions in a row, and they got some good out of the third because it was offensive rebound.
Yeah,
Jalen got
I remember that.
got the offensive rebound. He put it back in, but it was bad possessions in a row. But
Are they,
there to
energy.
are they playing too many guys? I feel like the Knicks are
Yes.
playing too many guys.
yes, but he had to yesterday.
he need a solid 8.
He needs a solid 8 for
He
sure.
need a solid 8.
And 10 guys. Man, he played 10 guys.
But he got a fair because throwing Jordan out there whenever you think he gonna cut it on.
DNP, then you can't do
Yeah,
that. to
I
somebody
mean,
in the
because he
finals.
good enough to go out there and give you what he gonna give you. If
I
you
think
give
it's
him
either
time.
Jordan or McBride. I don't. It's because Larry Shannon
You
wasn't
got to
making
make a
shots.
decision with them too.
So Larry wasn't making shots, so then you got to try Jordan. I think that's why Jordan got as much burn as he did yesterday, because Larry Shannon wasn't making shots.
Yeah.
McBride wasn't giving you nothing. McBride is a defender. I think McBride's role needs to be more defined. Like, you need to be picking up full court, 94 feet, being a pest. If you get an open look, take it. but I don't need you out here forcing threes.
Trying to play.
Yeah, I don't.
Because
need
he
you-
can play. I think
he's
they got him
good,
off the leash.
But you need to. Like,
They got him off the leash.
I need to reel
Because he
you in,
can
hey,
play, and when he does play
reel
well,
you in, young fella.
it's kind of like Peyton Pritchard a little bit.
Yeah, because he can get it going and he can shoot you out of it.
Yeah,
right.
he can shoot you
Either
out of it.
both ways. So, but I don't think.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm saying I'm just thinking Mitchell Robinson. What is he? I understand you got to give Cat a blow.
He gets offensive rebounds. He puts pressure.
Yeah, he does. He
Foul
does.
pressure on
He does. I'm
Fournette
just-
and them.
Do you need to play him and Cat together a little bit, right? Switch some shit up so he can. Like,
Cat has to then be aggressive
that's-
offensively.
Like
He has to at least shoot the ball.
Yes.
Because he's not even going to target practice. He's not even shooting the ball on the turn. He's not catching and trying to be triple threat.
Another 0 for 2 from 3.
Yeah, he shoots it. He wants to make sure it goes in before he can start feeling it going.
Yeah.
And that's the bad thing about him. He's too good to not just get the ball on the post and just try to get a foul.
He trying, and then that's another thing too. Like, he made some aggressive plays at the rim. He barking on people, and like we need more of that. Like the fans, like your team, your team need more of that from you. That energy that you displayed on a couple and one that you thought you had, they didn't call a foul. You screaming at the dudes. Like your team need that energy from you more. And if you do that, then you want the ball more. You're gonna do what it takes to get the ball.
Yeah.
So exert yourself even more in that end. We know what you have to do and try to compete defensively with Wemby, and if you got a small out there, we understand that. But your team needs you to be aggressive offensively in order to have a chance to win this series.
So we have talked about how great your Spurs were last night, but there were two, I'll call them minor positive developments for the Knicks in the fourth quarter, I thought. Wemby was really good until the 5-minute mark in the fourth quarter, and he had 2 free throws that put them up 108 to 100, and then he didn't score down the last 5 minutes of the game. So that's a plus for the Knicks. They didn't let him just wipe them out down the stretch.
Yep.
And so they hung in the game because Dylan Harper, and I know we've talked a lot about Dylan Harper, Mitch played him 11 minutes of the fourth quarter, and he went 0 for 5. And he missed 2 big shots that could have just been daggers down the stretch in the last 2 minutes. He took 2 threes and missed both of them that allowed the Knicks a little bit of life.
Yep.
So 0 for 5, he played to his age in the fourth quarter. But he also, in the first 3 quarters, he made 2 or 3 shots at the rim where you're just like, God, that's gift, man.
Yep.
That's like, wow.
Harper 5 of 18
Good with
in
the
the
bad,
game.
though.
5 of 18.
Same amount of attempts as Wemby in that game. So
Yeah.
Good. He was aggressive. Man.
He's gonna be aggressive.
Good with the bad.
No
right?
conscience. No.
You're gonna play well one game. You're gonna, but you take. You're gonna get an effort.
Yeah.
You're learning. Listen, there's no better than on-the-job training. I'm saying you're on the biggest stage. Gotta take it.
I'm just looking at him from optics. Like, he is really good. And there's no reason not to have him in the game, even 0 for 5. You got to look at how that 0 for 5 looked. It was energetic. It was aggressive to the rim.
there's no fear.
Right? And the 2 threes that he's missed, like, I consider him a dependable three-point shooter with the ability to miss, not because he's young, it's because he's still trying to get that energy going to be consistent. But he hits big shots, just like Castle hit a big shot to close out. And we know he's not that great of a three-point shooter.
No.
But to have that kind of confidence,
Until you took it.
man, Mr. Big Shot, man, you got to go and take the moment. So I think he played Fox, Harper, Castle, Vassell, and Wemby on the floor, and they were scrambling. And it looked, at that moment for me, I was like, all right, I don't know how I feel about Fox in there because, Brunson's hunting out who the weakest defender is. And I'm saying in the moment also, like, nah, because he's smart enough to get in the gaps and play good defense when it comes down to
Well, you loved him at 12 seconds left, didn't you?
You had to.
My God.
Clutch.
That was big time.
Get down. But Dylan will be all right. I think Dylan will be all right. You need him in those moments because he made things happen. He's athletic. You see that dunk he had was just crazy for a 6'6" point guard to do that that's Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose type shit. So I love the fact that he's available down the stretch, give him more confidence. Him and guys like Carter Bryant, those guys got too much ability not to have confidence to beat the end down the stretch and affect the game. Because Keldon Johnson's going to be there, but you keep throwing him.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's still 17 minutes. I know he won't be in there in the mud with them. So it's like trying to figure out when he going to play good. You got about 8, 9 guys, so you got to figure it out.
Well, let's talk about the main guy on San Antonio. Wemby took a lot of heat for the Spurs Game 2 loss. Obviously had those miscues late in the game, responded with the best game in the series. He's averaging 29 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks, nearly 2 steals per game in the series. But what did Wemby show you in Game 3?
He was ready for the moment. The moment wasn't too big for him. He understood the magnitude of this game. Team can't go down 3 games, 3-0. And he came out and willed his team to a win, man. He showed a lot. He grew up. He grew up a lot from he took ownership from the turnover in Game 2. So he messed up. So for you to take ownership in that and to be able to not let that affect you in the next game at such a young age says a lot about his mental makeup. And he came out and displayed it in Game 3.
I'm just glad we got that over with. So, it's going to be a lot of shit talking in here. We done went down 3-0. I was already preparing my obituary and the whole 9. Yeah, they was gonna be ready to bury me.
And then they sent the bush.
I'll go ahead and let me send this in early so y'all know I'm okay with it. But we bounce back, goddamn. Shit, we bounce back, goddamn. We resilient, man. Wemby. Hey, one thing I always said, whether it's me cheering for the Spurs or the Knicks, Wemby's always been my guy. He could play on whatever team, New Orleans, it don't matter. Green Bay Packers, I'm Wemby.
Wemby on the Packers?
I'm Wemby.
Blocking field goals.
All kicking field goals, goddamn. But shit, I mean, Wemby's been doing everything that we see his potential can provide for us. We watching good basketball. That's really what all I really care about is watching good hoop. And you look at how Wemby's been preparing for these moments. It's like we set such a precedent for a guy with this much potential that when he doesn't perform to our likes, that we gotta criticize it. And that's with everybody. I think we've done it with Bron, we've done it with Cole, we've done it with everybody down the line. If you don't perform to the heights of what we have as far as your expectations, we're gonna criticize you. So after Game 1, we expect the criticism. Game 2, you fucked up. It's your fault, and he took the blame. So we accept that criticism. Game 3, I can't afford that again. So knowing that you got to show up and not just show that you're ready for the moment, but show you can still provide for your teammates and still get them involved. And I think that was good for him. But this next game is going to have to be another repeat. Like, it's got to be 35-40. You got to go in there with confidence. You can't defer. And if it's not one of those 40 games, it's one of those 22, 25, 14, 5 blocks where everyone's eating and we can win as a team. But it's always Team Wemby, man. We.
Look, I still think this still very young man looks in the mirror and he sees a 2 guard. That's who he wants to be, and that's what he enjoys doing. He gets way more pleasure out of making a 3 than dunking. And yet, Kenyon says a lot, he's just too light to post up regularly. He's just too slender. But he is 7 feet 6 inches tall. And you see the devastation that he causes when he gets a hand on the basketball in the restricted area. It's over, man. There's nobody, Mitchell Robinson, Cat at his greatest, they just can't deal with it. It's too long and it's too tall. And he does play with some physicality when he decides to. To me, I see some. I get the slender and the light and the behind and all that. But last night, early on, I don't know who lit his fire, if Mitch can get to him, if Biombo, one of those guys gets to him and says, just to start the game, try to be a presence whenever you can. Try to get your little behind down low where you can at least be in position to dominate and to devastate them psychologically. Because again, 8 buckets in the restricted area is way beyond what he usually does.
Yep.
So that was impressive to me, that even though I don't think he gets great pleasure out of it, his teammates do, his coaching staff does, his management does, because they know that that's the Wemby nobody can stop, is that guy. He's a 35% career three-point shooter, and it'll probably revert to the mean of that over time, where I don't know if it'll get way better than that. Will he ever be a 40% three-point shooter? Because if he is, then that's over. Then
That's the adjustment we all need to make when it comes to Wemby. Is okay. The traditional big that you want, everyone's begging for him to be, and that's out. Watch out. That shit that's over with. Shaq, Charles, get him down low. No more down low. No more. He's shooting threes. He's going to be a 40% three-point shooter. He's going to have to learn to get his 2-dribble pull-up game going, because all that going back to the basket, he's not built for. He doesn't have the build for that. And to force it on him.
Yeah, but if he does get down there and get a hold of the ball, nobody can stop it.
He just has to do it the way Giannis does it.
Yeah.
That's going to be the new metric of the big man. 7 foot, you got to do it like Giannis now.
So it was funny. The play of the game is Cat does go out high and get in his face, and Wemby says, I'm still going to shoot this three, and he goes up to shoot it, and Cat is going to block it. Yeah. He's going to block the 7-6 guy. And at the last second before his feet come down, he has no choice but just to kick it sideways to, Stephon Castle, who's unguarded at this moment because they're daring him to shoot.
Yep.
And he says, I'm not even going to hesitate.
Somebody got to shoot it.
Yeah.
Somebody got to shoot that motherfucker. Go ahead and put it up. Cat played good defense on Wemby when it came to that.
He did. On the perimeter stuff, he played pretty well. And Cat had 3 steals last night, so he was doing something on defense,
It's cat and mouse game at this point.
Yeah, cat and mouse.
It's a cat and mouse game right now.
All right, well, let's talk about another side of this game, free throw disparity. In this game and series, it's been the subject of discussion. San Antonio shot 24 free throws in the second half of Game 3. We're in the bonus, like y'all mentioned, the last 9 minutes of the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, the Knicks got to the line 8 times in the second half, attempted 10 less free throws in the game. So Mike Brown offered these thoughts on the officiating after the Knicks lost.
Now, we didn't play good. San Antonio played great. We could have played better. There were a lot of things that we didn't do that we did in Game 1 and Game 2. But to go 24 free throw attempts in a second half, that's 48 for the game if you think about it the way that they called that second half, compared to 8. All the shots we took, we got fouled 4 times, roughly, for 8 free throw attempts. Again, I don't complain much. I never thought I'd see that in an NBA Finals game.
Who let the dogs out? Who let them dogs in?
So Spurs have shot more free throws than the Knicks in each of the first 3 games in the series, plus 23 for the series. So Kane, we'll start with you. Do you agree with Mike Brown calling out the officiating in Game 3? 24 second half free throw attempts.
Yeah, absolutely. And he said something else in that statement as well. We're fouling, but they're fouling too, right? So that's a fair assessment, right? I can't be.
Not
I
when
can't
you
be
begging
mad at
for
it.
it.
No, I can't be mad at it. No.
Say you fouling and they fouling, but give me the whistle.
Yeah, no, I get his point where he's like, you're frustrated. Your guy is in a rim attacker. Jalen Brunson attacks the rim like no other point guard is in the NBA. Some of the possessions, the Karl Anthony Towns trying to post up, some of it, I ain't saying you should call all of it because he needs to play through it. I agree. But just some of it, Vassell, like you have to try that hard to get him from catching the ball. All of it ain't legal, is what I'm saying. I ain't saying you got to call them all because we'll be sitting there and just be a free. But some of them but I understand Mike Brown's point, but to his point as well, he understands the team didn't play well. So with all that said, 24-8 is in a finals game, and New York is an aggressive basketball team. So like we all know, you ain't gonna call them all, but I understand his gripe and complaint. He has to protect his guys. So yeah, Mike Brown is speaking up for his team. So yeah, I get where he's coming from, but the points that he made, I think, were valid. And him being honest in the assessment and understand that his team didn't play well, but both teams are trying out there. So let's just, we don't want to feel like we're being cheated.
So, Mr. B, do you agree with Mike Brown calling out the officiating in that game?
No. We had a problem with it when we was up 2-0. We fought through all that. This is the NBA Finals. You guys played terrible. That's what it was. You guys played terrible. You guys were in the bonus with 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. You guys couldn't play aggressive.
That one deserved a whistle, though, B? Like, no matter how you're playing, no matter how you're playing, you can be playing great or terrible. If it's a foul, it's a foul. It don't matter. Like, so they don't deserve the whistle because they playing bad?
I mean, you still had a chance to win. As much as we want to complain about the calls, we're down 3 with 30 seconds to go. So, I mean, we wasn't tripping game 1 and game 2. So, I just don't want to start that now. Like, I mean, they're both teams are getting beat up.
Yeah, so that's his point.
I feel like both teams. So
that's his point.
At the end of the day, you're up 2. You're at home. You should be feeling comfortable. You still got a chance to. You still got a chance to win the game. I just don't want to hear nothing about the officials right now.
With all that said,
I just don't want to hear.
Everything you just said, yes, but the facts are it was 24-8 in the second half.
No, that's.
Right?
I mean, yeah.
So 23 fouls on the Knicks, 21 on the Spurs in the game.
Yeah, a lot of them was
the foul call disparity very close.
But
you said it was 30. It was what?
23 to 21. But it didn't equal in the free throws, is what. So
I know. So we're fouling different.
They're fouling, but theirs resulted in the free throws, is what I'm saying. Theirs result. So he's saying they wasn't blowing the whistle meaningful time.
But because of what though? Because they was already in the bonus. They already didn't cook themselves.
But the free throws, a lot of their free fouls probably came in the first half as well. So.
But if you watching it, remember those fouls were legit fouls. Like Shamet was getting legit fouls, Cat was getting legit fouls. It was
them first 4 minutes.
They was putting some pressure on them when you're talking about being in the bonus in the first 3 minutes. Yeah, like Mikal Bridges, I'm putting pressure on you. You're gonna make a mistake. Make a mistake.
He made a dumb foul.
We want to make you make dumb fouls. Do the dumb because the Knicks. The one thing they do is they foul dumb all the time. So when you get them to get dumb fouls every now and again, look, dummy, go to the bench, dummy. You're doing dumb shit, and now. You got to complain at the end of the game about refereeing when you don't got momentum defensively. You don't got defensive momentum. Now, you can't even get the calls because y'all out of position all the time. You're gambling for little fucking fouls and shit.
Well, now you bring it to their attention, though. So I get what he did. He put it on the radar, right? So the referees that's on for the next game, it's on their radar.
I feel like game 1 he should have said something.
Man. It was smart.
Game
right?
1,
I think it was strategic. I think it was smart.
Where we coming from? We're coming from the Minnesota Timberwolves series and the OKC Thunder series, where we're talking about all on football.
It was.
We're playing football and we're letting it go. So we get to the finals, we don't want to let it go now because that's what it looked like. It looked like they let it go.
They're letting a lot of things
go. They're letting a lot of shit. We like, damn, that's a foul.
Both sides.
So I'm speaking up for my guy, and I'm pretty sure if Mitch Johnson's team was down in the free throw discrepancy 24-8 in that regard, he would have something to say as well.
Tell Mitch, it's your first time here. Relax,
man.
Yeah, don't say nothing.
Don't say a goddamn thing. What's up, man?
My first time, but I'm here, goddammit.
No, say something. Hey, pull him to the back, man.
If you out here not blowing the whistle for my team, goddammit, I'm gonna have something to say.
I'm gonna get you a call.
I'm saying, I'm gonna have something to say.
The name Mitch, man.
Yeah,
you know what's going on.
Does the name Spanky Johnson?
I know you know
Spanky Johnson.
Spanky Johnson. Nah.
But talking about the physicality, the football component of it, Jalen Brunson found himself on the wrong side of a few questionable plays in Game 3. Let's take a look. This is first quarter. Wemby. Assault. Let's watch it one more time.
Man, move.
But hold on.
Why is you on me?
No. Hey, so rewind it a little bit.
Let's start from the top, please.
Start from the top, please.
Back and to the left.
So, simultaneously as this is going on, look at Vassell. Look at Johnson. Look at Johnson trying to stop this man from posting up. You don't call neither one of them. They didn't blow the whistle, neither one of them, B. That's what Mike Brown's saying.
Like,
Look, but
it's
that's Cat.
two
Look,
going, but
Cat underneath.
but
Cat
it's two
fouling.
going, but shit, I'm trying to get a post up. You
We
grabbing
playing through
me.
it. Play it
Why
through
don't you
it.
grab Wemby jersey and be like,
So let's look at the next play in the second quarter. Stephon
He
Castle.
tried to sell that.
Yeah, he sold that shit like a motherfucker.
tried
He little.
Right there.
He tried to sell, and he hurt himself and me. And Simon trying to sell that bullshit. You almost
Look,
cost
right here.
yourself.
Oh, that's a sell right there.
playing hard, but you're killing us.
He almost cost himself, man. Like,
So you think
fell on your tailbone, nigga, and cracked it. Then
he
you
was selling that car?
Yeah,
He definitely sold that call.
Yeah. It was a common foul. They went and looked at it.
They
It was
did
a
look
common
at it.
foul.
And you running
I
to
thought he
go.
sold
You're
it
running
real
for
time.
offensive rebound.
Did not look at the Wemby play though.
I thought he sold in real time. But so that's the plays that Mike Brown was speaking of. You got Wemby mushing this man in the ground.
Yeah, something
Cat
shoulda
trying-
got called.
Cat trying to post up, and you
Okay,
got
I'll
a
give you
fucking
that.
wrestling match.
Let's see it again.
I'll give you that
So
one. I'll
both
give you
in
that
one play, you got two fouls that you didn't call. Neither one. Look at, come on now.
I give you that.
Damn, dog.
I give you
Watch
that.
out, like,
I
you
give you
in
that.
my way.
Which one? Which one you gonna get?
The Cat.
The post up or the Wemby?
Each one of them.
Pick one.
Something
Pick one.
get
Pick one.
a Cat.
Thank you. God damn.
I'm gonna give you the
So
Cat.
you
So
take
then
the
if I
Cat when
get-
you can't take this one.
So if I get so now if Cat take matters into his own hand right now, right? And I chose to get you off of me, it's an offensive foul because you didn't blow the whistle. So that's
Yeah. I'll
But
give you the
Cat doing cheap shit too, though. Cat got the underhook first.
I'm trying to
and
post
then-
up.
He
They're
got
grabbing me.
the underhook holding, and then he gets
I'm-
around and elbows him in the back.
See, no,
Like-
no, he didn't elbow him. No, see, I would have came right down
Right
on your
there.
shit.
Right there.
No, I
Right
would
there.
have made it obvious.
Give me a stool.
Hey, I would have came right down on your shit.
But that's the Dennis
They
Rodman,
said
man.
Brunson had his jersey.
All right, well, guess what?
I think they said Brunson had Wemby's jersey.
Wemby
Yeah, a
jersey?
handful.
Yeah,
He did.
a handful of.
It's like
Playoff basketball.
down low. Yeah.
He deserved to get mushed.
Yeah, watch out, man. Stop with that bullshit.
No, I'm surprised
He
Brunson
touched-
didn't grab him by the jersey and do the same thing.
You see
like
what he
that.
got up? He got up and did this.
Man,
like,
Thought about it when
Man, what is that?
But then he tried to set a screen.
What is that?
No, what he
What is
did
this?
was, no,
You got
if you
one
look
more
at it,
time.
Hey, what he
Sucker,
did, hey,
you got one more
What
time.
is this?
sucker.
Hey, he did that, but they called for the screen. He was like,
Yeah. Okay, come on.
bring,
Yeah.
I'm finna
Let me
line
see,
him up,
I'm about to line him.
And then he talked like, no.
What is this?
Come here, sucker. You got one
See,
more
that
time.
worries me. See, that worries me. Shit like that worries me.
All right, but then he called for the screen, like, bring it.
No, he should have grabbed him by his jersey and they both should have got a double
check.
tap.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna put this finger
Bring
at.
that screen, and I'm finna take one.
I ain't gonna use my thumb.
He called for him to bring the screen, right?
I'm not gonna use my thumb.
Right? He's smaller than him. I would put it all in his ribs, right?
You got one more chance.
Take it.
I'm gonna just go right here with the jersey,
Yeah.
just like we both get a double tag. But this right here, this finger ain't doing nothing.
Looking up to him.
Hey, one more time.
Hey,
Turkey.
Hey, you got one more time.
Yeah, turkey.
Yeah.
You think I'm little, huh?
He's like, one more time, buddy. I swear to God, one more time, buddy.
You got one more
I
kid,
swear.
bud.
It's like, man, what?
So Skip, are the Spurs playing dirty or is this just playoff basketball?
I do think Victor Wembanyama, as the new face of the league, has become the most overprotected player in basketball. That's what I
In
think.
history? In
Transfer
history?
that energy to win.
Is he not supposed to be protected?
Wait, in history, or is this just
No,
right now?
now.
Oh, okay, I'm
now,
gonna say Michael
not
Jordan
in
was.
history. No.
What?
So he earned what he got.
Well,
All right, no, go ahead. I'm just messing with you. Skip. Go ahead.
He's trying to trigger you, Skip. Don't fall for it.
He got the Jordan ones on today.
He's trying to trigger you,
Always
Skip.
got him.
He got the Jordan ones. Black and
He almost went for it, too.
Look, to your point, I don't want to hear about the officiating, but I do think, even though Jalen Brunson down low's got a fistful of jersey, you can't throw him down and get away with that.
And then laugh at him.
You got to, come on, man. You got to call that. It's just a flagrant foul. And I don't care what you say about the Steph Castle. This just in, he made the Pro Bowl. I told you. He's a football player. This just in. Yeah.
Castle.
This just in.
Because he is the best tackler in the NBA. And you can't get a running start at a Jalen Brunson who is facing you and go in with forearm high and hit him up in here. It's just a flagrant foul. He sold it. I got it. And he came close to hurting his own tailbone, flopping hard. Not flopping, but exaggerating the impact.
Yes.
But it was pretty severe impact in a play that you never see. 'Cause it's like a weird play. When do you see a guy, he's supposed to be boxing him out,
Yeah, you
and he's
see him
facing
coming,
him.
face hard.
You're not turned with your butt to him. You're facing him.
Because I can't jump with him.
Yeah, I guess so, but he's just coming in like, I'm coming like this, man. You better get out of my way because I'm going to run your ass over. And he ran his ass over. Mm-hmm. And then there was a late call where Cat just got fouled. He just got hammered, and they just said, "Oh, it's Knicks ball out of bounds." And I'm like, "What? That's just like a freaking bloody foul," you know? So the point of this is that Mike Brown did his job. He took it right out of the Phil Jackson handbook. You have to make your case for game 4. You have to plant the seeds of, I'm going to defend my team, and I'm going to say discrepancy, 24-8 in the second half. But you know what? I'm rooting for the Knicks, and I'm going on my eye test for the second half. It wasn't glaring. The Spurs just played harder and smarter all the way home. And because of that, the refs are going to reward them, and they deserve to get rewarded the way they got rewarded. There wasn't egregious, like there's uncalled flagrant fouls, but as far as ticky-tack here, there, to your point, I don't even want to hear it because it wasn't glaring last night. The Spurs kicked their ass physically, just kicked their asses from start to finish.
So when you talk about face guarding on the offensive rebounder, right? Guy that's always going. What does a coach tell you to do when you got to box him out? Like if that's a Draymond Green, a Josh Smith, Chris Bosh, always going to offensive glass, you have to face guard him, and you have to chuck him in his chest, and then make sure you keep him off the glass. Stephon Castle was running in there to go do that, same thing.
He was trying to inflict damage.
He was definitely going to get. Now, when you know that you're the runner and he's supposed to stop you, there's impact that's going to happen.
Yep.
And we anticipate that impact. Carter Bryant did it to him.
The SGA.
Oh, SGA. He did it to SGA.
He did.
This is the same thing. So this is Spurs basketball when it comes to offensive rebounding. Go to the glass. Both of them going to the glass knowing that these 2 point guards have no chance of boxing them out. Only thing they can do is face guard. So Jalen Brunson, how many fucking charges that he had all year long?
He did.
A lot of offensive charges. So that's what he does. So if you're a guard like him, you know he's going to flop. So we talked about this before. I'm going to take my foul. I'm going to take my foul. If I'm going to take my one foul, it's going to be to run you over.
I'm gonna make it work.
I'm going to make this But then if you're going to oversell it, and still not get it, that lets us know you don't want this contact.
So last thing on this front, Wemby flagrant, Kenya, in your opinion?
On Jalen.
On Brunson?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
No way.
Let's see it one more time. We can.
Hell yeah.
No way.
Hell yeah.
If Ken says a flagrant, that's a flagrant. Man, get off me.
That's a flagrant.
If Cleveland,
Get off me. Get off me. Get off me.
if Kenyon think it's a flagrant, that's a flagrant.
That's a mug.
His
bro.
dirty,
Like,
his motherfucker, his ass. Shit. Go look at some of Kenyon highlights. Shit.
That's a flop.
This is
right
just
there.
a flop.
That's actually
Like a 25, 30 pound weight difference between those
that's
two.
a defensive foul, man.
Pro Bowl defense right there, Skip.
Nah, he ain't even
When I
push
get high, I'm
off.
gonna just start looking at Kenyon right now.
So I think Wemby, already has 2 points because of that flagrant 2 ejection against the Wolves. If he gets, I think, 2 more, or is it over 4 points, he'd be suspended for a game.
See?
So NBA has a vested interest to not.
They will not go
not
back.
look at this
They're not
guy.
gonna call a flagrant 2 on it.
No.
They'll give him a flagrant 1 in that regard.
Yeah.
And by the way, Stephon Castle's the damnedest driver of the basketball I've ever seen because it's like football, like he just attacks and it's bang, crash, travel, bang, crash, travel, right? And then he gets underneath and he pump fakes a couple times and then he just powers people out of the way. It's unbelievable. It's
strong.
It's raw. It's kind of ugly basketball, but it works, man.
You know what it is?
That was
Easy.
Yeah.
It's easy for him.
Yeah.
Stephon know what it is. Get that Pro Bowl ring, man. Go ahead and get that
Stephon
appearance.
Castle.
Yeah.
We ain't tripping.
Mr. B, no, he did not.
No, he didn't. Okay, never mind.
He's from Georgia. He went to New Bed. Great question. All right, let's talk about another situation that went on at the game. Game 3 saw some American history made as Donald Trump became the first sitting president to attend an NBA Finals game. Trump is a New Yorker, longtime Knicks fan, was personally invited by Knicks owner James Dolan. So as a result of Trump pulling up to the game, security perimeter was installed ahead of Game 3 around MSG. That's what it looked like. You were not walking past Madison Square unless you had a ticket or a media credential. Fans were instructed to arrive at the arena at least 2 hours before tip-off to undergo extensive security checks. So Trump sat in a suite with Dolan. Here was Knicks fans' reaction when he was shown on the Jumbotron during the national anthem. Can't tell if they were saying boo or boo, but either way. NYPD and Secret Service also canceled traditional outdoor watch parties outside of MSG for Game 3 only, with team-sanctioned watch parties being moved to Central Park in the Brooklyn Bowl. So after the game, several Knicks fans placed the blame on the president for the Knicks loss. But Skip, we'll start with you. Did Trump kill the energy inside and outside of Madison Square Garden for Game 3 of the finals? First finals game since 1999.
Well, he definitely killed it outside, as you point out. It's locked down. You move the gathering from under the nose of Madison Square Garden to Central Park and elsewhere. And yet, here we have the most polarizing president in the history of this country, and you can criticize him for a whole lot of things, but I'm going to defend one part of this, and that is he didn't just jump on the bandwagon out of nowhere and say, I'm going to the game. He is from New York City, grew up in New York City, born in Queens, but he was a Knicks season ticket holder back in the 80s and 90s, so you got to give him that there's some history here. And that's where I disagreed with Stephen A. Smith, that you can't blame him for wanting to be part of it, but you can blame him for knowing or not knowing that his presence was going to have a chilling effect on the whole city, because they were going to have to lock down the Spurs said it took their bus, it's a mile and a half from their hotel, it took 30 minutes, and they were a little late to get there. So it's going to screw everything up, because your presence is so big and your Secret Service presence is so big, they're going to take over everything. And it's going to have a little bit of a dampening effect on everybody involved with the game. So I can't condemn him for wanting to be there, because he was a part of it in its early going. And he was, 26 when they last won their 1973 championship. So he knows what it felt like. And he's a Knicks fan. So I can't condemn that part of it. But again, the bigger picture, he should have been wise enough to sit back and say, maybe I should just watch from afar, because I don't want to mess up what was happening. They'd won 13 straight games, and for me to suddenly walk in the back door with my Secret Service, it's going to have an impact on the city itself.
Yeah. Go watch the game at Yard House.
And allegedly used at the game sleep. So
it did look like he dozed.
Allegedly there was a picture out there.
He was looking down.
You went to the game and you went to sleep. So you could have dozed off on the confines of your own couch, brother.
So you think I'm gonna shy away from this moment?
No, him, no.
Not him.
Timothy Chalamet can come to the game and I can't.
No.
Timothy Chalamet, shit.
No, he's not gonna shy away.
Fat Joe and DJ Khaled, another one can be here and I can't.
That's why he did it. He is no longer
I'm me.
Hold on.
What you talking about? I'm me. The nature boy. Woo! Huh?
That's why he did it.
Donald.
Watch me.
He got a tower down the street.
He does.
What are we talking about? Donald better be in that motherfucker.
Donald watch me Trump.
What? Donald watch me Trump, man. Listen, I paid for half of this damn building. This shit half mine. Dolan, you owe me from golf. You owe me. You owe me a couple B's. I better be in a good suite, too.
We got a bet back in 1995.
For sure, right? You owe me.
So New York City fans, so Knicks fans. Now that I'm glad what you just said, y'all shouldn't be mad at the president. Y'all shouldn't have booed him. Y'all should have booed James Dolan for inviting him. Let's start there. It was an invitation.
It was.
So he didn't pick up and decide to come to the game. He was invited to the game. He could have declined, but he was invited by the man that owns that building and owns that team. So this is another James Dolan.
Who, by the way, inherited that team from his father.
So this is another James Dolan fault. and right here,
Charles Oakley.
right?
Not
So
the
this is not on Trump for showing up. This is on the owner for inviting him.
Mr. B, former New York Knick, much like Kenya. Did Trump kill the vibe inside Madison Square Garden?
No. One man?
Yeah.
One man coming to the game and he's the problem? Like, we're here to play basketball. I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm one of the basketball players that's playing in this game, I don't care who can't get in. I'm here to play a basketball game, and I'm here to win game 3. That's my only focus. I get what's going on. I get it. I mean, the president has gone to many events in the world. I mean, if the Bulls was in the finals when Derrick Rose was there, you don't think Obama was going to go?
Nope.
Yes, he would have gone.
I don't think he would have went.
Yes, he would have gone.
He would go to a regular season game.
No, he would have definitely won.
Obama is a hooper.
He's a left-hand hooper who has backyard hoops with his friends and everybody. You're telling me Obama would have been
because
at
it ain't never about him, so he wouldn't have made it about him. So I
no, it's not about him.
Yes, it is. That was about that man. No, yes, it was.
No, Obama.
New York.
Obama comes to a game.
Who the real king of New York?
I'm the real king of
Obama
New
is
York.
not self-absorbed
For
like
sure.
this. It ain't watch.
I love the game.
It ain't never been about watch me.
The Bulls are back in the finals
It ain't
since
never
Mike.
been about
And you talking about
watch
I'm not going to United Center?
Obama was at the fucking Washington Wizards games, my nigga.
After he retired.
Yeah.
After he.
Obama was there during and after, before the whole
44
night.
wasn't there?
But meaningless games.
Yeah.
Not
Shit,
game 3 of the NBA.
Carolina. He came to some Carolina games. He won't be.
Everything that comes with that, I get. You want to pull up to a game. If owner of the Knicks invites me to a game, I'm pulling up.
Yeah.
But if that means I've got to push out the real fans who've been in these streets holding it down for years, fuck Trae Young and everything else.
James Dolan owe me, dog. He owed me something. They like Rashad said, they probably lost
my
the
mayor
ball or
Muslim,
something.
my
He
bagel
owed me
Jewish,
though,
my
so I'm
Christian
coming to
It's
game.
time to pay back.
Yes, it is. I'm coming to game 3. I'm almost out of office.
Motherfucking retribution.
I'm almost out of office.
Let me go ahead and get my
second term. Let me get my terms in, man.
Game 4, y'all keep fucking with me. But just in terms of the whole vibe, and like I said, Underdog dropped the video.
San Antonio.
What?
Go to the game in San Antonio.
Underdog dropped the video on their Instagram account, interviewed real-life New Yorkers after the game.
Go to the game in San Antonio. Go to the game in San Antonio.
I ain't from San Antonio, man.
The only reason why I think it's a
York.
really big thing.
Shut that shit down.
I mean, you got the World Cup that's going on right now in New York, right? So it is a lot of different things going on.
World
right
Cup
now
going on here in LA soon too.
You
ladies
got the
and
World Cup, you got the finals, but
They out the streets.
I mean, hey man, we got a game to win, man.
But that's what we talked about earlier in the show. It don't feel like that was a true representation of Madison Square Garden. What it should have been. It's your first finals game in 27 years. The broke boys and girls can't convene outside the arena to at least parking lot pimp, get a feel for what's going on, getting booted out. Barricades all around the
Unfair to
venue.
fans, man.
TSA screening.
That's all I'm saying. It was unfair to the fans.
All you
Getting
got to do
frisked,
is just
stop
invite
and frisk.
Charles Oakley down to game 4. They gonna
San
forget
Antonio?
about it.
No, he ain't gonna forget about it. Oak ain't coming.
They'd have won the game. They'd have forgot about it. It wouldn't even be headline.
That's how we
It would have
prepare.
worked in his favor.
It would have.
But it did.
But y'all won because I came to the
Listen,
game.
they're 30 seconds away from winning
But
the
it
game.
did.
They down
I think
3.
it was
But it
Jay-Z's
didn't.
fault, man.
But it didn't.
I know it didn't.
The facts are they lost, and now it's a bigger deal than it should have been, right?
13-game winning streak
facts.
snapped.
Like I said, and allegedly the man was at the game sleep. So,
King, we all battled the itis. I'm just
but
being honest.
no, you
was some
created
boring-ass-
all
it was some
this
boring-ass
bullshit
moments.
to take your ass to go to the game and your narcolepsy kicked in.
Eating too many chicken
I'm
wings.
70-something years old, man. I ain't got it like I used to.
Fucking
I ain't got it like I used to. Shit, this shit boring.
He over there at halftime. Cardi.
Yeah, Cardi B.
Actually woke him up.
He over there. And woke up Charles Oakley.
And more than likely, he only stayed for a half. He didn't stay for the whole game.
Yeah, I know.
No, he stayed.
Stayed for the
They
whole
said he
game?
Stayed to the bitter end.
Okay.
Oh, he did.
It's
Yep.
New York, man.
Yeah.
It's my city.
Okay, I didn't think he stayed for the whole game.
Yeah, we got some work.
After
We
he
got work
dozed off
after
and
this.
Sigurdsson goes-
We got work after work,
100
man.
grams after
That's New York after hours.
You gotta get some tweets off.
Going to grab him by the. He going to New York City to grab him by the you know who.
Hey, man. Hey, listen. Snowing, I ain't going. Make sure the snow's
He actually did say that, Shot. He said if it ain't snowing, he would not be going. Pulled up. All right, well,
Sprinkle.
we got game 4 on the agenda Wednesday. We will see how this goes, but let's keep this thing moving. So Time Magazine dropped its first ever list of the top 100 most influential people in sports. And the man Skip picked as one of his GOATs was selected to grace the cover. You did. We have the video, Skip. You cannot. No takebacks. So Bron got the nod. with Time dubbing him as the athlete of the century. Oh, I don't know how to do this. Oh, wait, I do.
Yep, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do
Mr.
it.
Big Smoke for LeBron, profile photo, hairline looking intact. Time editor-in-chief Sam Jacobs gave Bron this distinction given his longevity on the court and overall staying power, saying, quote, "We call him the athlete of the century not solely because of his on-court achievements, but also because over his career he has redefined what it means to be a professional athlete in public life. Through his political engagement and business effort, James has set a new standard for the generations that follow and for those who join him on the list." So, Mr. B, we'll start with you. You gave some smoke to LeBron Raymond James Sr.
No, let's ask Rashad first.
Time 100. This is Time, okay? A very important magazine.
Let's ask Rashad first.
Time magazine.
And then I want Skip to go. Then
Internationally known, nationally respected, locally accepted. Shad, what do you think? What's your reaction to Time magazine calling LeBron the most influential athlete of the century?
Well, a century is like 10 years, right?
I think since the year 2000.
That's a decade. Yeah, that's a decade. So he got
since the year 2000.
3 of them.
So what, is it 100 years?
Yeah.
Century
This century. Yeah.
So we are currently in a century.
Athlete of the last 100 years?
Most influential.
Of this,
Most
21st
influential.
century, so the last 26 years.
26, yeah.
Yeah, the last 26 years.
Yeah.
I could have used another picture of the nigga, man.
The highest quality photo, according to Time magazine.
Yeah, man, yeah. Yeah.
Like Wemby.
Yeah. Get that man his flowers now, man. Yeah. Get that man his flowers.
That's what I'm talking about.
Why not?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Why not?
That's what I'm talking about.
Why not?
Now you cooking.
Shit.
Talk to him.
You know?
Shout, the chat said that's your best take of the day. This is the chat.
Man.
Not my words.
Talk to him.
Come from the chat.
Of the year.
They're putting tombstones in right now.
Yeah, man. I mean, shit. You can't get Michael Jackson or Tupac or none of these other influential characters. You know, Kobe is resting in peace. You know, and Michael don't want to be. He don't want that picture. He's been on Wheaties and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody got to fill that. Somebody got to fill the magazine. Why not Brian? Shit, he done a lot. How much more he gonna do? You got to win an Emmy though, and an Oscar.
Should have got nominated for Trainwreck.
You got to write a few books too.
A Grammy too? You need a Grammy too?
You got to
quality
get a Grammy.
acting
For
performance.
sure, you got to get a Grammy.
All right, cool.
Very
You got to get a Grammy.
Okay.
Like you can't be, you get influence on everything. You got to get your golf swing together. It's a lot of shit you got to
get
work
that green
on.
jacket too.
You got to get the green jacket. You don't
Been
go
a double album for those who
double album for sure.
So make 2 albums. Take all these tracks, put them on 2 albums. Let's get. What's your reaction to Time magazine calling LeBron the most influential athlete of the century?
So let's see. He's the 9th greatest basketball player ever, NBA basketball.
According to some.
Yeah, according to some.
According to Skip.
According to
According to many.
Somebody
One
else may
person.
feel that way.
One person.
Somebody else may feel that way.
One is enough. Skip say one is enough.
One is
Shit.
close to none.
Definitely
Skip
enough.
Bassett. One of my favorite pimps once said.
But Josiah, I told you when you asked me a couple of weeks back, longevity GOAT, he is. And it ain't even close.
The GOAT.
To go as long as he has, age 41, year 23, is just all-time extraordinary. It's frankly, it's impossible, and I'm going to knock on wood when I say this, but he's never had a single surgery, and he has been a high-contact basketball player. Rim attacker, hard fouled by lots of big men. And,
A rim attacker.
yeah, and he's still standing, and I think he's going to play a couple more years. I think we're going to talk about that.
Inshallah.
I feel like you're alluding to something, man.
No,
alluding to something, man.
no. I'm giving
Vanderbilt
him.
Health, $1 million per year on his body.
$1 million a year on his body. Skip. Who else is
Quality
doing that?
actor.
You can't just find that type of shit anywhere. Like
Dedication.
$1 million to burn.
All $1 bills, apparently.
Make a good point.
You an athlete, you know, triathletes, man. You know, $1 million to keep me.
No, you're right. So the point is that influential is the operative word here, right? And his influence through all of his social justice commentary has been also extraordinary. So I give you all of the above. That's way beyond Jordan. But greatest player.
Clip it and chop it together, please.
Yeah, greatest player. There's just one and one only, and everybody knows that deep down. And it's that guy who used to play in Chicago. So that's the perspective on this. But I give you that, and he earned that and deserves it. And I don't think he's finished yet. So that's going to be if he can play 2 more years of the quality he just played this last one, man, again, it doesn't make a GOAT case as in greatest ever player, but it definitely makes a longevity GOAT
I'm disappointed, Skip. We supposed to, one of us going to have to take a side. We can't both be congratulating him. And
It's okay. It's 2026, guys. We don't know.
Come on,
what the future holds.
Exactly. The most influential. What is influence, please? Somebody enlighten me. What's the metric of influence?
Webster's there.
Speaking out, I'm not saying he's Muhammad Ali, but because he didn't have to risk what Ali risked to speak out.
Is influence what? Getting people to do what you do? Getting people to go buy tickets to Space Jam when it comes out?
Quality, Space Jam 2, by and large.
Just asking.
Better than Space Jam 1.
Like it should have went like 10 million.
Better third act.
First day. Steph Curry, got certain guys who are influential.
Yeah, he has been.
I think Steph is more influential than LeBron.
In speaking out?
Well, just in the last 10 years, as far as influence. Would you say Magic Johnson is influential?
Yep.
In what ways?
Tone setter, opinion maker, leader, community leader.
Open movie theaters in the hood shot.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying as far as I'm influencing you to go and do what I do. Like if you're influencing the future generations to be more like Magic Johnson, I would consider that. But Magic stands alone because it's about access. It's about who you stand next to. So it's like, well, all right, what has LeBron influenced? When we're talking about influence to be over the last 100 years of an athlete, what is his influence greater than Tom Brady's or Cristiano Ronaldo?
He's built an empire.
So they all have empires.
Well, but LeBron has led speaking out for racial justice, right? Hasn't he been an athletic leader?
Who has Magic put on? Like that we know of. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, I know he's a great business person. I know Tom Brady's a great, but who are they put on? Like, I mean, who's around? Who's around? Huh? Who?
I think Giselle put Tom Brady on him. I'm just telling you.
Giselle.
He has more motion.
He put Giselle out there. She didn't took the bait.
I'm just saying, man, we got a guy that came in. I mean, the first time I heard about LeBron James from ABCD camp, and then he was on the cover of Slam magazine with Sebastian Telfair, and I just think from that moment on, he set the tone for what it is for an athlete to become a billionaire. I mean, he's the first active player to play in the NBA that's a billionaire, put his guys on, have $1 billion empire from Rich Paul to Maverick to all these guys. So if we're talking about influence and being able to break bread and actually be able to do it his way and come into the league and be successful, and also being told that by the time he got to the league with $100 million, he wouldn't be able to be an NBA champion. He wasn't going to be able to answer the calls, and he's done that. So we're talking about a guy who's the American dream, who's been hitting it from every angle, from his relationship, from his mom, just not even like growing up without a father figure and being able to just do what everybody said I couldn't do.
But I'm still talking about influence.
I mean, that is influence. So, I mean, we're talking about the American dream.
Braids. Allen Iverson
very influential.
Right, that's a
very influential.
Right. That is.
That's a culture thing.
Right. That's a culture thing. But
it's influence of the culture.
Right, it's a culture thing.
The culture of hip hop and basketball.
Motherfuckers been having braids since the 70s and 60s.
But not wanting to play ball like that and have them type of braids, right? You look at Michael Jordan, the Jordan brand.
Okay.
The logo.
Okay.
Right? The logo itself is influential.
Yeah, it's powerful. It's very, very powerful.
Steph Curry's jump shot.
Very powerful.
This is an influential, very influential as far as what you take from him and you see it and you like, I want to be like Mike. Steph Curry, I want to shoot from here. Allen Iverson, I want the sleeve.
Well, we're talking about basketball
braid,
now. We're talking about we're just
still
your own basketball
everywhere. Like just you go outside, it's like you got the sleeve. You had the Allen Iverson sleeve with the braids. Just from what you seen them do. What is LeBron's signature influential mark in the culture?
Serious?
Yeah. What's his signature?
Are you serious?
Well,
Like if there was a blueprint to how you want to get it done, I think LeBron
James is it.
blueprint.
Well, I'm saying the influence.
On the floor and off
that is
the floor.
influence. I mean, if you go look at Kevin Durant, the way
On and
the
off.
moves
what
that Kevin
what does
Durant
that
making,
logo look like?
On and off.
it's the crown.
Or the
I mean, his logo.
FP3.
I mean, his logo is the crown. I mean, what are you talking
He
about?
don't need a logo to be an influential.
The clutch.
He don't need that.
I mean,
You don't need that.
His name is his logo.
So Mamba
when you
mentality
mention
is an
LeBron
influential
James,
statement.
when you mention LeBron James
yeah, his name just alone.
alone, he doesn't need a logo to identify with that.
Yeah.
It just so happened Jordan had
Yeah.
the logo.
This.
That it just so happened that was created for him.
Nah.
But Michael Jordan's name is the influential part of it.
It's called branding and
Yeah,
marketing.
it is,
So
and
what
LeBron
is-
has
He doesn't have his own brand. If that's what you're trying to say, yes, he
No,
doesn't
I'm
have.
asking what is influence when you have identifiable markers of your influence. The braids, the
Which one of them has a
shoes,
school?
the jump shot.
Which one of them guys have a school?
Well,
That you're naming?
I remember-
All the
Which
guys-
one of those
No,
guys
no, no.
is-
All the guys that you're
Which-
naming,
Which guy?
that influential guy that you're naming, that all the influence that those guys have had has been positive, yes.
Magic
But
Johnson's
what
style.
school? Which one of them dudes has a school?
What do they need a school for? Magic.
For
That's his
influence.
Magic has
But that's
hospitals.
influence. That's
Magic
influence.
has hospitals and movie theaters. He owns 3 teams. Like that's a lot
That's
of
business.
bigger.
Yeah, that's business stuff.
So is the school. He
Okay,
paid,
so
he
what
paid
LeBron-
$1 billion to be attached to the.
So what LeBron does, it's not business starting clutch, starting the
No,
whole.
I'm not saying none of that. I'm
So
asking
what do you-
what is the
It's the blueprint.
influence?
It's the blueprint of
The
how to
blueprint.
be successful as
How
a
I
young-
walked into the league.
How to be successful as a young
So-
black man in this country.
KD not trying to do the same thing Bron doing?
Dog, how to
I'm
be
at-
successful growing
That's
up
not
without
it.
a father, single mother household.
So is the
how to be
blueprint-
successful as a young black man, how to stay out of trouble, how never to go to prison, how to take care of your loved ones.
Is that on the,
all
is that
of
a
that
PDF?
is-
Is that a PDF you can download online?
Why would you need that?
Because these are all the influential things that you're
Why would you
naming.
need a PDF?
Because it's like a book. It's like
not a
something
book.
tangible
You
I can have
you
and
act-
say
You
I
can
got
Google
these
it.
these
You
things.
can Google LeBron James and look at from his age 15, 16, 17, 18 to 41 what it has endured to be
LeBron
at
James.
that level of success on the floor and off the floor.
And off.
So where
not
is the
tarnishing your
influence?
name, not tarnishing your image.
What do you
Where's
mean?
the
What is the
all of-
influence?
So
I want to be like Mike.
LeBron. Oh, wait.
Wheaties, Gatorade. Like these are
So LeBron
branding
never- so
identifiers
LeBron never-
of influence.
And they were in the last century.
Blaze
we
Pizza Shop.
but
Blaze
we
Pizza.
being honest, they were all in the last century. So we're talking about this century, which is
100
the last
years. You're talking about
26
100 years.
They were in the
We're all-
last century before it turned 2000. You know that when it turns
That's the
2000.
decade. That's
no,
decade.
that's a decade. It's 10 years, Rashad.
The century is 100.
From
26
2000 on is the start of the 21st century.
Start of the
2001 is
21st century. The other guys were 2000 and before. Now from 2000 to now, it's LeBron James.
The 20th century was
So
the
the,
last
last,
100.
so the last 26 years.
That's what it is.
Yes.
Like that's what we're. That's what the
we do
conversation
remember
is.
that the last 26 years of watching sports and all of that. There have been other people.
Who has been? They ain't
We're
been
not
more
just talking
influential than
sports. We're
him.
talking everything, though.
100%.
We're talking
Steph
everything.
Curry has been more influential
No,
the
he has not.
last 10 years than LeBron James.
No, he has not.
And LeBron in the last 26?
Then the last 24 years.
No.
The last.
Before that, LeBron.
This
Before
man been in the league
Steph.
for 21 years.
Before Steph came.
23 of the 26 years of this century, LeBron James was playing
Kobe
in
was
the
before
National
that.
Basketball
It
Association.
was Kobe Bryant from
Kobe had a small
2000 to
window.
2011.
He was.
He wasn't
There
the
was
most
Kobe-
influential.
He still wasn't.
100%.
He was not the most
wasn't.
influential.
LeBron
wasn't.
James was not more influential.
Yes, he was. LeBron James
When
been
Kobe
more
Bryant was
influential
playing
since he
in the
got
NBA?
into the NBA, bro.
When Kobe Bryant was playing in the NBA, there was The only other person would be Allen
No,
Iverson.
we don't want to start throwing mud in here. And
No,
start
no,
speaking
no, I know
ill
what
of
we trying to
things.
do, but we're not doing that.
We speaking facts,
Yes.
right? Are we talking facts on this couch? Or are we speaking like real things?
Yes, and I'm sorry, Skip,
So
but
people gonna get mad, but Kobe has a tarnishment on his record, dog. The shit in Colorado, people didn't forget about. I hate to bring it up, but it happened.
that's facts.
It happened. So that tarnishes his influence in numerous ways with a lot of people. Like, I hear you, yes,
said
but
facts, though.
this is a fact.
That is a fact.
So you
happened.
said it ruins it with some people.
Yes, with some
But the
people
facts
too.
is
The
he's
fact
still
that
a great player.
Nobody
We're not
said he
talking
wasn't.
about just
Nobody said it. Nobody
basketball,
said he wasn't.
Rashad.
In the Mamba mentality
He did everything
is
he
a
could.
thing, right?
He did everything he
The
could.
Mamba
to
mentality, he
get that
also
off
quit
of
on his teammates too. So if you want to bring up Mamba mentality, he also quit
So
on
is
the
it a
team when he
thing?
had Mamba
Like,
mentality.
Is
that's
it a
what I said.
thing?
We don't want to start throwing shade.
No,
because the
he's
man
doing
got
that.
hit him.
He's trying to make that happen, but it's not.
But we're not going to let that happen.
He won
because-
2 championships.
Yes, but the facts
Back to back.
are the last 26 years, right? Let's exclude
Yes.
Kobe from the last
Yes.
26 years since the new century
Yes.
had turned over. There has not been a more influential blueprint of an athlete, man, person to go by than LeBron James.
And he is the
Steph
Muhammad
Curry.
Ali. And
Steph
Skip,
Curry.
to your point, Skip,
Steph
I think
Curry.
he's the Muhammad Ali of this era.
I'm not going to go that
He's
far.
not.
I am.
Steph
Let's
Curry.
not do that, Brandon. This man
I
went to
got- I
prison.
got- I gotta agree
this
with
man
Rick.
went to prison
Listen.
for his beliefs. We're not
No,
going to
that's
do
fine.
that.
No, that's fine.
No, fine.
That's
What the
fine.
fuck are you talking
Peak.
about?
I mean, if
At
you want,
the peak of his
That's the
career.
peak of his career.
I mean, if that's
LeBron
what you-
James wouldn't have did that shit.
Why? I don't need to.
LeBron
He
wouldn't
I don't
left
need to
his
do that.
own team.
I don't need to do that.
What do you mean?
I don't
He
need to
quit
do
on
that.
his own
I don't need to
team.
do that.
You just said LeBron quit on his team 3 times.
Do that, Brandon.
I gotta agree
He
with
quit
what
on
Rich
his
Wall
team
said. I
three
gotta agree with what
times.
Rich Wall said.
Brandon, we're not going to do that.
Rich Wall said it. I gotta agree with that.
Said he quit on his team.
I gotta
He
agree
quit
with
on his
that.
team
We gotta,
3
he
times.
wrong as well.
I gotta agree with that.
Because
Did Michael
LeBron
Jordan
James
I
not
gotta agree
going
with
to
that.
So whoa.
I gotta
go-
So you mean
I gotta go-
hold on,
I gotta go to
whoa.
prison?
So you mean to tell me that you believe that LeBron James would have put his career on hold for belief for other people? That's what you.
Because-
No.
because
Answer
his-
my
because of
question.
his religion?
Answer. It wasn't religion.
You just said it because he
It wasn't religion.
It wasn't religion to why he
It wasn't. Do you think,
He didn't wanna
for
fight
any
the war.
other purpose, do you think LeBron James would have put his career on hold at its peak? Do you think LeBron James would have went to prison for a different belief? Do you believe that?
I don't know.
The-
I don't know. I'm not LeBron.
So why do you go with what somebody else said then?
I believe it though.
But-
I
so-
agree with that because if we're talking about the.
So I just asked you. You said you didn't know. So how do you believe it if you don't know?
I gotta go to prison.
That's what Muhammad Ali did.
That's
what he did.
Muhammad Ali went to
You have
prison.
to go to
He's bigger
prison
than Muhammad Ali.
to
No,
be
what are you
like
talking
Muhammad
No,
Ali.
he's not.
He's bigger than Muhammad
No,
Ali.
he's
Yes,
not.
he is.
You
In this-
bugging.
LeBron
Yes,
James
he
is bigger than Muhammad Ali.
Now you doing shit
No,
for
I'm not.
clickbait.
No, I'm not doing that.
That's clickbait
No, I do
shit.
not.
That's
He's not.
clickbait.
He's American Dream.
That's clickbait.
No, he's the American Dream.
That
Don't
is
be mad. He's the American
clickbait.
Dream.
LeBron James
He's
is
the American Dream.
He's
the
yes,
American
I
Dream.
agree with you until you said that dumb shit
$1 billion,
about Muhammad
$1
Ali.
billion while I'm playing.
I was with
I don't have
you
to go to.
until you said
I don't have to
that
go to
dumb
prison
shit
because
about
of.
Muhammad
I don't have to
Ali.
go to prison because of that. No,
This
I
Jim,
don't.
he ain't
I
never.
don't.
He would
I
never
don't.
be Muhammad
I don't.
Ali.
Greater.
He is who he is
Greater.
in his own right.
Greater.
Thank you.
He would
Greater.
never be
He did it
Muhammad
better.
Ali.
He did it better.
We're not gonna do that.
He did it better.
clickbait shit,
He did it
dog.
better. He
That's
did it better.
clickbait.
He did it better.
You doing that shit
He
so
did it
people
better.
can come click on it.
He did it better.
That's clickbait.
He did it better.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
To
He
me.
did it his way.
To me.
He did it
It's
his
my
way.
opinion. Ken, your opinion
these
is
are
fine.
facts.
That's your opinion.
This is
That's
not
your
my
opinion.
opinion.
Your opinion is your opinion.
This is a fact.
And I'm not rolling.
This man went to prison for a
Motherfucker,
different belief in his prime. This is a fact.
I grew up without a dad, and
Me
just
too.
my mom, and I had to figure it
I
out.
did
And I had
too.
to figure it out.
A
At
lot of
18,
people did.
and I had to not like him.
A lot of people
Not
did.
like him.
What makes him so different?
Not like him.
What makes him so
Yeah,
different?
he was the
Not
number
like
one
him.
pick. I was the number
Not
one
like
pick. I
him.
ain't know
What
about
makes him
daddy.
so different?
I was a millionaire. He a millionaire. It's all the
You
same.
said what make him different?
Yeah, what make him so
I answer the
different?
call whenever they talking about me. I answer the fucking call. That's what makes me fucking different.
Who? What? Who?
Whenever somebody say LeBron, I answer the fucking call.
And what does that mean?
In every way. American
What point-
dream.
hold on,
American
let me
dream.
ask you,
That's
what
why.
point are you
hey,
making
hey,
now?
yo, pull up the cover.
So what point
the
are you
cover,
making
the
now?
cover, the
So what
cover,
point are
the
you
cover
making
is
now?
what it is.
So what point are you
the
making
cover
now?
is what it is.
So what point are you
The cover
making?
is what it is.
What point are you making?
The cover is what it is. That's my
What
point.
point are you making is the
The
question.
cover is what it is. So
what point are you
guys
making?
are not in the same conversation now.
What point are you making? making?
You guys are not in the same.
What point are you making?
Right?
Who's not in the conversation?
Nobody's in the same conversation as LeBron James when it comes to hoop.
But this is not
there
about
it is.
just basketball.
It's about everything. Basketball, life, everything.
So you
the American
yourself.
dream.
So you don't know what
No,
you
I just said
you
he's
don't
the
know what
American
point you
dream.
want to make.
I said he's the American dream.
You don't know, and I agree with you until you said that shit about Muhammad Ali.
And
so I was
I'm
on
still
board
rolling.
with
And I'm
you.
still rolling.
I was on board
And I'm
with
still
you.
rolling.
But like I said,
That's fine.
it ain't the same.
I ain't got to go to prison to
it
make
ain't
me
the
great.
same. But you don't compare him then.
I don't have to go
that
to
man
prison
believes in
because
something bigger than himself.
I want to go that route.
That's
Well,
an
don't make
idiotic
me-
statement that you said somebody else made that you believe in.
So
If he want to get here, he got to go to jail.
He got to go to jail.
No, he don't.
So it don't even matter.
No, he ain't gotta go to jail.
No.
It's
He
just a
said it's his
different way.
He said it's his
He
opinion.
got to
It's his
take
opinion.
a
So
cigarette.
for other people's opinion,
Yeah.
in order for it to be right for me, for me.
So he said Rich Paul said it, so he believed it.
Yeah.
no, I believe that statement.
So
I
you
like
said Rich Paul said it, so you believe
I like
it.
that
So it ain't
statement. I like it. I
ain't
agree
your
with the
thought.
statement. I agree with the
You agree with
statement.
somebody
I
else's false statement.
I agree with the statement.
Somebody else's false statement.
Okay, that's you.
Yes. No, somebody else's false
That's
statement.
you. That's
He's
what you.
not nowhere
That's
near
what you
that.
agree on. That's fine.
It's a fact.
That right there is a fact.
It is. And I'm with you
That's
with
a fact.
this. Yes.
So
absolutely.
however I felt, that's why I'm rolling.
Yeah,
with.
not that's a idiot. It ain't your thought, so it ain't how you feel.
I like
It's somebody
it.
else's
I like it. I like it.
So we'll say that it ain't how you feel.
I like
Somebody
it.
else's
I like it, and I do feel like that.
It's
I do
somebody
feel like
else's
that.
thought.
That was a great statement.
No, you didn't think
That was
of
that
it.
was a great
You didn't
statement.
think
I'm
of
going off his statement,
But you
and I
didn't
agree with
think
that
of
statement.
it, so it ain't yours.
I agree with the statement, so I'm going off
You
of
didn't
it.
think of it.
I
it ain't
agree with it, so
yours.
I'm going off of it.
You agree, but it ain't yours.
Just like people agree that LeBron James is number 9 from Skip, they
that's
agree
it.
with that.
No,
I agree with what
that's it.
Rich Paul said, and I'm rolling.
Ain't nobody agreeing with that.
Okay.
Just Skip.
I agree
Skip is
with.
by
I
himself
agree.
with that.
I agree with Skip.
They the ninth best
Okay.
basketball player all the time.
Hey, top 10.
That's fine.
Top
See?
10. Okay.
See, that's fine. No, let him. No, see, so let him.
It
That's
could
his
be one or
opinion.
two or three or
Yeah.
four.
You gotta say it
So
right.
therefore, that's
You gotta
yes.
say it right.
That statement.
That's
yes.
his opinion.
Top 10.
He put a number on it.
Yeah, Skip fucked up.
Skip put a number on it.
Skip fucked up. Skip fucked up. You supposed to say he's top 10.
basketball player of all
Yes.
time.
I ain't gonna tell you where I'm gonna put him,
Everybody
goddamn.
been like, you know
He
what,
could be
Skip is on to
10.
something.
He's on to something for sure. He could be 10, he could be 7, he could be 3. It don't matter. Whatever I'm feeling. Don't piss me off today, LeBron, or you're 10, goddamn.
Wait a second. He's 4-6 in finals, and would be 3-7 if not for Ray Allen. I don't know.
Hey, well, guess what? That's what teammates are for.
That's
0
what-
and 10.
that's what-
0
Hey,
and
well,
10, shit.
goddamn, that's what teammates are for.
Speaking of teammates, Kenyon, so in an interview with Time, LeBron addressed a variety of topics, including the narrative around ring chasing and star players teaming up with each other, saying, quote, "It's no different from someone in business going from one place to the next place because they get a better opportunity to be around better people. In sports, sometimes people get so caught up in he should do this on his own. I don't play tennis. I don't play golf. The way I grew up is we've got to do this together as a team. So teamwork does make the dream work. That is what they say. It does.
This is true.
Is it true? Okay. Is that a fact?
We
Do we
do
go?
need team
Okay,
business,
you do.
not tennis. We-
Friends, how many of us have them?
Everything is it's all a fact. I
Right.
mean, if you want to be dumb and stay in a dumb situation, that's on you. So, hey, some people like to just stay stuck. Me, like you said, I like to do business with people that can.
No, Mr. B, you should do it with people who are inexperienced, and you should guide them and lead them to excellence.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
But Skip, what are your thoughts on LeBron saying players teaming up with other stars isn't cheating?
I had absolutely no problem. You can look it up. I did not criticize LeBron for leaving Cleveland the first time to join forces with obviously Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh and Pat Riley. He needed that, and they needed him. And that's I don't condemn him for that. I didn't look down on him. I just thought it was time for him to go try to chase rings, and I believe it was worthy ring chasing to go join forces with those guys and take a little less money to do so. So I appreciated that, and yet that first finals, they're up 2-1, and he fell apart. The chosen one became the frozen one in that finals. But the point is, I'm fine with what he's saying. By the way, he does play golf. He's like obsessed with golf, so he does understand. He just doesn't play it for a living. So what he's saying, I've never had an issue with him, quote unquote, ring chasing. Kevin Durant was the ultimate ring chaser. I know for a fact, said after 9 years in Oklahoma City, I'll never win a championship with that guy as my point guard and my primary decision maker. That's a fact. And he said, I'm going to go join forces with a team that we had down 3-1. I'm going to go to the Bay and join Steph and Clay and Draymond and watch what happens. And he stood up and lived up to that. He was the finals MVP the next 2 years. And I didn't ever criticize him 1 second for that. It's life, and LeBron's right about business. That happens in business all the time. So I'm good with that. I'm not good with LeBron being the GOAT, but I'm good with that.
There was no part of that question
Okay,
that had
I
anything to do
understand.
with your assessment of LeBron's
Well, just to
GOAT
keep it
status.
real,
You know,
just to keep it
LeBron's GOAT
perspective, yeah. Well,
It was merely saying
got
players teaming
triggered
up.
over there.
yeah.
I love it.
There is no portion of that question related to anything Go Talk. But let's shift over to this side. Kenyon, what are your thoughts on LeBron saying players teaming up with other stars isn't cheating? Stars joining forces to be successful. Isn't that the American dream, to want to succeed in life?
It is. It definitely is the American dream to want to succeed in everything that you do, especially in sports. I don't think it was the leaving Cleveland that was the issue. I think it was the way he went about the leaving, right? That rubbed people the wrong way. And then you get there, and then all of y'all on the stage, not one championship, but 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, I think it was all of that people had a problem with. And just Hooper thing, like for me, you look at other guys that probably wasn't in the best winning situation when their career first started. They might have had a little success here and there. Guys that stuck with it, with their original team. It paid off for some it didn't. But to stick it out for some was the move. But for him, he felt he needed a change of environment, a change of knowing how to win, being in the finals and getting swept in Cleveland, against San Antonio and things like that it's demoralizing, you know? So if you're a competitor, which I think he is, he wanted the best chance to win. So you can't fault him in that regard. But like I said, I think people had a problem with the leading up to the leaving. He could have made the decision, signed it with Miami, not did the press conference, and some would have had a gripe. Probably the fans of Cleveland, of course, had a problem with the whole situation. But the outside noise was, I think, the I'm going to South Beach thing, I think was the thing that people had an issue with, I think. But if you want to go win, you want to go win, man. So it is what it is.
Okay, Will Smith had a whole song about going to Miami, and people loved it.
Yeah, I dig it. But I'm saying, like, it's just, and you get, and he gets compared to Kobe, Dirk, Tim, the guys that stuck with one team. Unfortunately, you get put in that box because of the Michael Jordans and the Magic Johnsons, those guys. Because of your quote unquote greatness, you get put in that box where those guys did it with one team, and they frowned upon it because of that, I think. So, but like I said, if you want to win, you want to win. More power to the man. He was a grown man, like I stated at the time. He's a grown man. He can make whatever decisions he want to make for his career, and he did that, and he benefited from it. He got 2 of them. So down there, and it is what it is.
I mean, I just believe in wartime, man, when it comes down to knowing that you have a bunch of troops that you got to lead. This is your army, this is your kingdom, this is your throne. And for you to leave at any point to go fight somebody else is just weird energy for me. It always has been. I didn't like any of the people that I respected that did that. And I think that if you go back and say Michael Jordan in 1990, going into 1991, goes to play with Hakeem Olajuwon and the Houston Rockets, they won't win 3 in a row. But they're not going to look at Michael like, why are you going to go play with Hakeem? They're not going to think something of it like, you guys are cheating. What the fuck is going on here? Like, come on. With all these fucking... To me, it's the integrity part of when you make a decision like that, because in 2011, you didn't win the championship when you first got there. So is playing with other great players cheating? No, it's not cheating. But it's like putting an all-star roster together on NBA 2K and just going up against random rosters that don't have any superstars on them, or 1 and you got 4. You can look at it like cheating. Like, damn, you're gonna use a custom roster against me, bro? I'm using the regular rosters. This is default. I'm playing on. I'm playing. Yeah, you're playing all-time team against my regular team.
This is Sacramento Kings.
Come on, man. Like, I got the trash team. You got the all-time team. So it looks a certain way for certain people, man. When you look at how many players on your team and what you need, when you don't need that, you literally got there as many times as you could without none of these good players. You can win without them. So it is a frowning thing when you look at it. You go, damn, man, you need that dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he wouldn't have won in Cleveland.
You need that dude. Because my dude lost a dude that they said he was riding on the backpack, and he was like, you know what, in order for y'all to respect me, I got to win without him. And he went and did that without changing teams. So when you look at the integrity side of trying to prove to your competitors that you're better, you got to do it a certain way.
I got to do it a certain way to win.
Because you join them motherfuckers, and it's like, okay, who's
the people who ain't winning?
Who's the captain? Because you left your kingdom over there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the kingdom of Cleveland.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I said, the man grown, he made the decision he wanted to make. But like I said, in the sports world, and we're talking about sports here, people had something to say. That's just what it was. And I think for some who was looking for a reason to dislike him, he gave them one, right? Looking for a reason. So they gave him, he provided the ammunition, and people ran with it, and they haven't let go of the reins since then, right? Those who was looking for a reason, they have doubled down on it in every aspect of LeBron James since going back to Cleveland, winning it, coming out here and winning it. Like, they didn't let go of the fact that he fucking left, right?
Because that should be enough, right? That should be plenty.
It should be.
It should be plenty.
Yeah, go back, win a championship.
One here should be, but it's not.
It's not for some.
It's not.
Not at all.
Because it looked nasty on how you did it. You lined it all up.
Oh, I did it my way. Everywhere I went, I won.
We didn't like this. We didn't like this.
Don't matter.
We didn't like this movie.
I mean, a lot of people don't like shit in business, but it's business. It happens in business.
Negotiate, that's negotiable.
But long as you win, though, that's the main thing. Like, the ultimate goal is to win.
You got four of them, so that's all that
a lot of
matters,
people talking ain't won. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, I guess you ain't make the right business decision.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just what it is.
Everybody can't win, though. Only one,
a lot of people don't know how to win or don't want to win or put their ego aside to win.
Well, last thing before we take off.
Well, so you think that's what he did going to Miami? You think he put his ego aside?
Yeah, because I'm going to.
I'm asking.
Yeah.
Yes,
I do.
I never heard. That's the first time I've heard that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That he put his ego aside.
That he tried to.
No, he did.
No, he did. Because he
could have stayed. No,
first of all,
he could have stayed there and been getting his head beat in every year in Cleveland and been like, I'm making it to the final, but I'm losing. I'm making it to the Eastern Final, I'm losing.
I'm averaging 30. I'm averaging 35.
I could have kept doing that.
Finals, you can't get your head beat in making it to the final.
No, but he wasn't gonna win it in Cleveland. We don't think he would have won it in Cleveland with the way it was constructed. He was doing what he was supposed to up to that point. The 25 points in the fourth quarter to Detroit, the getting over this hump and all that. Yes, but that's the first. To put it that way.
Yes.
If more people would have heard that in the beginning.
Okay.
The hate probably would have been less. Still would have had some that had a problem with it.
Yeah.
But the fact that you said, man, he put his ego aside.
Yeah, because I'm going to somebody else's team who won it.
Yes.
And absolutely. So it's like, yo, I got to come in and.
Absolutely.
And we know how Miami
my
is.
ego aside.
Yes,
I took my ego with me.
They took my cup.
I took my ego with me over here.
He did, but
I didn't leave my ego back there.
But he checked it at the door.
Hell no.
I think he did.
He just put it in his pocket.
Yes.
That's what he's saying.
No, because I still got it.
But that's what he's saying.
Same difference. He checked it.
But once he got in, so let me take my shit out.
Of course.
Let me go ahead
I got two though. After he got two, I pulled it out.
No.
With the cookie shit.
He did that after the first, when they lost in 2011.
With the cookie shit, he was like,
remember, they lost in 2011. Yeah. He averaged 17 a game in the finals and all that shit. Was it less than that?
The last 3 games, 15 a game.
Yeah, but
so that was after that. They needed to check the ego because we can't have you down here playing second fiddle to D-Wade.
Either way it go, I think
he got
to
checked.
your point. Either way it go, it got checked at some point. He put it in his pocket.
Yes, he got checked.
He still got it.
I'm telling you,
He didn't lock it in the safe.
check your ego.
He didn't lock it in the safe.
Somebody has to come and make you feel like you don't need to put your
He
ego
didn't lock
out.
it in the safe. He didn't lock it in the safe.
He had that bitch
tucked
hanging
it-
out
yes,
his pocket.
I think it, yeah.
It was right. They
Yeah,
seen that motherfucker.
I'm saying like on the she on Prison Break, teabag.
Yeah.
Got his
Right there.
Got his pocket hanging out. Come grab his pocket.
King, one of the greatest shows of all time.
Come grab his pocket,
Man, it's right there.
But King, when they lost when they lost in Miami,
R.I.P.
he still had to have it tucked. They lost.
He did. They lost.
He didn't.
What?
That shit didn't start.
Dirt.
Yes.
11.
Yes.
The dirt.
So
That's
it was
the one.
still
That's what I'm
tough.
saying.
So
That was the
it was-
first year.
And
He shows up.
It was checked.
He didn't put it in his pocket all the way. But he's saying, I'm new here.
But Dallas tucked that bitch back in.
100%.
He probably was starting to pull that motherfucker. He go back
Yeah.
out. Dallas was like, no, we got something for you.
Because we
bro.
is in the finals.
Hey, Dirk
we
was
here.
like, hey, I'm him.
Right? So the next year, I got to take my ego out.
No.
Because in order for us
I
to
think
win.
it was still tucked.
It was.
I don't think he pulled it back out till they wanted to.
It was.
Hell no.
I don't think he
took his
pulled it out
ego
till they wanted him to.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
Yeah, that's. But
So the ego
Prison
took him
Break.
back to Cleveland.
Absolutely.
R.I.P. Tweener. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
One of the greatest characters in TV
So
history.
got a tidbit for you. So Michael Schofield, the thing on his back, the map and all that. My tattoo artist Tom out in San Pedro did that.
Shout out to Tom.
Yeah,
Where's
Tom,
the tattoo?
Yeah, Tom Nice.
Detailing the ways to escape
Absolutely.
from the prison.
In the movie Red Dragon, with the skeleton on the dude back, the Hannibal, he did that as well.
Okay.
Wow.
Shout out to Tom. Shout out to San Pedro. A fine city. Home of the
Tom
Bullet
Nice did that
family.
thing.
All right. Well, appreciate all you gentlemen. Solid Discord today. We talked some finals, talked some LeBron. Doesn't get much better than that.
Absolutely. No, it was a good conversation. No, we got finals talk, man. We got, it's.
Yeah.
Game 4 all the way.
Nobody
Game 4
bags,
on the way.
nobody bags, no caskets.
No body bag, no alien embryos,
Just the customary, that's all.
no incubated alien embryos for us all.
No, they all on the side
Look forward
right
to game
now.
4, man.
All right.
So predictions.
We have
Knicks.
a show tomorrow.
I'm saying, but I just want to know.
I got Knicks.
All right, we'll see if it changes by tomorrow.
He got San Antonio. I got this.
Because he just won.
No, it ain't even that. It's just
The way
it's
they
just- look at the
think they
pressure.
gonna even it up.
Look at the pressure, bro. They answered the call, man.
They did.
They answered the call, and these young dudes been doing it all year, man. So I'm gonna go with the Spurs on Game 4.
What's your overall prediction?
I got Knicks in 6.
I said Knicks in 5.
So you got the Knicks going to win Game 5 at San Antonio.
Yeah, but I got them. I got.
That's tough. That's tough.
You got them in 6, though, right?
I do, but they're going to win Game 4.
And San Antonio win game 5.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
Closing in 6.
No chance.
So I got him in 5. I picked the Knicks in 5.
yeah, you did.
So
You know he got 7.
Oh, you know it's
Okay.
Spurs, man. I gotta stand on my one side. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna flip flop. I'm being this close. I'ma still celebrate if the Knicks win, but I'ma ride with.
both teams, like I said,
I'ma ride with them.
Game
7.
4 must win, man. Game 4
Spurs
must
in
win for
7,
both
man.
teams. It's a
Gonna
must
fight
win for both squads, which is hard to do, but it's a must win for both teams.
Everybody must win in life.
So which game do you have the Knicks winning then? I got to win
This
one
next
more.
one, they gonna win the game. They gotta win the Game 4.
Oh, you got Knicks in Game 4?
So they go.
No, I got Spurs Game 4.
Okay.
Knicks Game 5.
All right.
Spurs Game 6 and Game 7.
Okay.
But that's not an overall
Yo, so you
prediction.
think
I'm not
they'll
gonna stick
rank
to that.
Muhammad
Just
Ali
gonna-
over LeBron James as the greatest athlete?
If a man wants to be called Muhammad,
It depends on who's doing the polling.
Cristiano
Depends
Ronaldo is
on
a
the
greater
audience.
athlete than LeBron, bro.
Right? It depends on the audience.
I think we need that.
Like, it just
We need a
depends on the
top 10.
audience.
We need a top 50 athletes of the century.
Cristiano.
You just got to do all
Ronaldo
of all
is
time.
The most,
Okay, I mean, okay.
time.
the most
I mean,
followers
okay,
of all time.
Because you got guys, Jackie Robinson, you got guys
Yeah.
dudes that went to the Olympics.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got-
for sure.
It's a lot of shit out
For sure,
there.
for sure.
Michael Phelps got more rings and chains and things on
Yeah,
him.
I'm saying you got him, you got
on,
fucking
man.
Jim Thorpe, who was. I'm just like, yeah, you got I'm drawing a blank. Went to
Jesse Owens.
Jesse Owens.
Usain Bolt,
Shout out
man,
Jesse Owens.
out there, Jamaican
Shout out
team.
Usain
Greatest
Bolt.
athlete of all time, played all the sports: lacrosse, football, basketball. Jim Brown. Like you got to listen. There's some athletes, influential people that did it, man. That
shout out Dave Winfield as well.
Dave
On the low.
Winfield.
On the
it's-
low. Could have
yeah,
did it across multiple
absolute-
sports.
Hey, people forget about him.
Yeah, they do. They
When
have.
they talk about greatest athletes and multiple sport guy, Dave Winfield.
Man, Michael Beasley, you can't.
They Winfield.
Certain niggas you can't leave out.
Michael
Look
Beasley
that up.
deserves to be in the conversation.
It's a lot of influential like
Dave Winfield.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate everybody on this couch. This has been another episode of Gills Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa, 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 whoa. We'll see y'all tomorrow.